unfiltered and raw. They roll their eyes when I said I'm standing with the man they hate. But I remember cheap gas and a border that held its gate. I pray hard, work late, ain't waiting on a handout check. If you kneel for my anthem, we just don't see the same respect. Unfiltered and raw, say it how I feel, that's law. Stars and stripes on my heart, I ain't ever gonna tear that off. From the back road dust to the big White House we saw, I'm pro-America standing tall. Unfiltered, unfiltered and raw. This for the welders, the nurses, the cashiers counting every dime. This for the soldiers in camo who do it all again each time. Salute. We ain't scared of their labels, we just call it like we saw. Proud to be American, unfiltered and raw. Yeah, unfiltered and raw. Say it how I feel, that's law. Stars and stripes on my heart, I ain't ever gonna tear that off. From the back road dust to the big White House we saw, I'm pro-America standing tall. Unfiltered, unfiltered and raw. Unfiltered and raw.
What's up, everyone? Starting the show a little early today. I'm gonna hop on here. I just got sent a link to over there at their Tommy Clyde's show, so I'm gonna just start the stream a little early, and I'm gonna hop on their show. So here we go, fellas. Hang tight. I'm gonna grab that link real quick, and we're gonna go over there. Sent you a link. Let's see if I could figure this shit out, to be honest with you. Let's go figure this out. There we go. Allow mic, allow camera, FaceTime, DJ Mini. Let's roll. And let me do display name. All right, check. Okay, everything looks good. Let me swap the screen over so you guys could see the panel, everything that's going down real quick. And let's roll. Let's make this big. Let's make that big. Let's get rid of this chat on the screen. Sorry, guys. Make this some bitch big. Get rid of this. Two seconds. I'm just getting this ready. Get this out of here. You guys will be able to see me hopefully there. So let's go. Enter studio. Let's roll.
Yeah, the FLOCK flock.
Oh god, I can't listen.
Oh shit! Hey,
Is that different from a traffic cam?
All right, there we go.
kinda. Yeah.
I think I got it set up.
Joining the Thursday podcast for the first time. Oh boy!
Oh shit!
What's up, fellas?
What's up, bro?
Hopefully everything's working. Yeah, can you hear me good?
Unfiltered
Yeah.
art.
Cool.
That art yet?
I've seen Art around. I don't know him formally, but I've seen him around. Yeah, what's up, Art? How you doing, bro?
What's up? I'm always in your chat.
Yeah,
Beer and cigars.
right?
Beer and cigars.
Whiskey and cigar.
Beer and
Whiskey and cigar.
cigars.
Yes. Yeah, we gotta do a whiskey and cigar type stream. I want to do something like that here on Rumble,
thank you,
probably
Quincy.
weekly.
I appreciate that.
We
Everything-
badass.
There we go.
Thank you. God bless.
But yeah, I
No,
appreciate you
gotta
guys
go.
having me on. I was outside doing some shit. I was like, I can't tell these guys no, right? I can't say no, right?
Hell yeah, bro. It's good to see you, bro.
Yes, sir.
No, nobody tells me no.
Right. That's why I was like, if I say no, they'll
I'm
probably
just
never
kidding,
give me
man.
the opportunity again. So I got to do it.
Nah, you can come in anytime. Now that you have the link, anytime we're
Yes,
live,
sir.
you can hop
It's
in
the same link for every week. Okay?
Nice.
every Thursday. Yep.
And it's the same time. All of our shows are 7 p.m. Central Time. Wait, What state are you in?
I'm in Washington, communist state of Washington.
Okay. Oh God, I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too. I'm sorry.
Communist state of Washington.
Yeah, I'm sorry too.
Oh my God, not that.
What is that? Oh snap!
That's my
Tommy.
video.
Fuck
I made
is that?
video. Yay.
That's Tommy.
Tommy still owes you for that one. Clyde.
Good lord.
Tommy left. He's mad.
You made Tommy leave,
That's
Zach.
what you did, Clyde.
His chat's
Everything
been
is
taking his
ruined
shit
now
on-
because
his-
of you.
His chat's been taking his shit on me for like a month now.
Since I have everybody here, I was going to
Alright,
ask
what?
you guys kind of individually, but on
Jeffy,
July
not
24th,
interested.
there's
thank you.
Charlie Kirk's wife, Erica, is going to be at the Pursuit Church here in Kirkland, Washington. They're going to be doing a march from some park. They're protesting her, basically. So I'm going to be there. I would love for you guys to come out, join me, because I'll be solo status, right? They're going to march from, what is it called? The Rose Hill Woodlands Park in Kirkland to Pursuit Church. And it's on July 24th. I don't have the exact time. I think it's noon.
Do you know how to use
Where's
ChatGPT to
where's
make
that
like
at?
a flyer
Where's
for that?
Kirkland?
I could.
Okay.
So that's
signed
in 2
up for
weeks.
the
If you need help, let me
thing.
know. I'll help you. Okay?
Yes, sir. But yeah, I would love for you guys to come. I'm going to be going regardless, but I'm going to start with the march and then go to the church.
Yeah.
What,
I wanna go. Where's Kirkland?
what are you doing? What is it? I missed it.
It starts at the park, and these communists are protesting her. She's gonna be doing like a speech at the Pursuit Church, and they're gonna march from some park
Oh, in
to
Seattle.
yeah, just east of Seattle, just outside of Seattle.
Yeah, you're talking about the Erica Kirk event on the 24th.
24th. Yes, sir. Let's do it.
I'll be there too.
Hell yeah, let's
You
do
can
it.
count
I'll
on
be there
me,
too.
Unfiltered.
Let's do it.
Huh?
Chris and Danny will be there.
Oh.
Yep, Ari's gonna be there too.
Yeah, let's
Yeah, I
go.
think we're all going to be there.
That sounds good.
I registered for that a long time ago. I think I registered for that like a month ago.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But it's like a first come, first serve type thing. Either if you register or not, it's like a first come, first serve type of thing. They said.
Tommy, I have a real question for you. Remember that one thing you went to with Jonathan Lockwood where you met him, where David Medina was speaking on the stage?
Yeah, the governors.
Yeah. They had other people speaking that were along the lines of going through what you have been through. How could you sign up for something like that to be a part of the speakers, like the official thing? Are you
I don't know. I need to get a
serious?
manager. I need to get somebody to help me with all that shit like that.
I mean, you got 10%. I'll do it for 10%.
Bro, I don't got 0% right now.
9%.
Not 3%.
Are we negotiating? 14.
3%.
15.
You're going up. I'm going down.
You're going the wrong way then.
3%.
3% is as high as I can go, bro.
3% once you hit $1 million. Before that, 15.
You started out at 10. I don't think I'm getting a better end of the
No,
deal
man.
than this.
Have
No.
you ever
I'm gonna
negotiated
hit
with
up
a Jew
Eleazar
before?
Perez and see if he can help me too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Hey, no, he's doing.
yeah.
Yeah, it's good luck, man.
He's good. I'll do it for 1%. Oh, see ASD on the lookout. My chat loves you, Unfiltered. Everybody in my chat's like, we love Unfiltered.
Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, and I'm new to this YouTube shit, so this is all a new game for me.
Yeah. I can't wait to see you guys all. We're going to all be together on the 24th. That's going to be good.
Hell yeah.
Gene, you
I think
used the
there's
wrong
gonna be a
your,
lot
you
of
loser.
Conservatives.
Go learn
Chris
third
and
grade.
Danny, are Chris and Danny going to be there?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm wearing full tactical gear, a helmet, a vest.
Bro, you guys are pit bulls, man. They need to protect themselves against you.
I ain't going to no Kirk event without the 5.56 helmet.
You
So,
know those trans Tifa are coming to that shit.
Oh, they'll be there for sure.
Yeah.
I'll be in the
Zach-
hotel watching
Zach,
it.
does your
Thank
cat,
you.
does your cat love you yet
Hold on.
again?
Oh, poor dog.
Oh, okay, good.
That
Come
poor
here, Mama.
puppy.
I saw your video
Come
about the cat pissing on you or something.
Come here, show the chat your new jacket. It's better than the donut. It's supposed to stop her from itching and shit.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Dude, that poor puppy, man.
She's like, let me the fuck out of here and take me out of this jacket. All right, you can let her out. She's like, take me out of here. She's like, take me out of here and get me out of this fucking jacket.
Hey, Tommy, Louis saying that the governess and Tracy Molina joined forces.
Oh yeah, the governess has totally went to
Zach
the
really
left.
pissed all the Indians
She
off.
crashed out for sure.
The governess is just a female version of Will Tifa.
Yep.
You know,
I don't even know who that is really.
I thought she was bad. I thought she was crazy. Like she was not normal before she lost her legs and had that drunk driving accident. But now that I don't even think she says she lost both of her legs. But from the thing that she posted, it says that she lost one leg at the knee, and the other leg was like injured. But it didn't say that it was both legs amputated, and she's saying that both of her legs are amputated. Yeah, she's crashing out, bro. And who is she for me to have to prove anything to? And at this point, no matter what I show that crazy chick, she's gonna be like, "You're lying." You know, she's completely gone to the left, completely gone.
Hey, Zach, Vicky wants to know how high are you?
Giraffe.
One joint.
Giraffe dick?
One joint high.
One joint. Damn.
One joint high? Okay.
It's the
Hey,
top.
so what's the difference between
sausage fest?
What's the difference between the weed in Portland and the weed in Minnesota? What's better?
I don't know.
Definitely Portland. I mean, Portland's got a little leg up on the flower area.
Cool.
Stuff I
Hey,
got from the-
Art's got a bail. Thanks for coming by, Art. Appreciate it.
We love you, Art. Thank
Peace
you,
out,
bro.
Art.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Everybody wants
It
to
was
see
really
Loki,
good, bud.
so.
I'm not gonna lie. It was
Somalis are expert weed growers, Tommy. Don't forget.
Somalis.
Hey, Somalis aren't expert at anything except for fraud.
They are
bro.
not experts at anything, no.
Who's the Poochie?
Bananas and rice, maybe.
Banana, feet 5 for Fana.
I still can't figure that
banana.
out. Is it soft yellow bananas and white rice, or is it like
It's plantains
and fried
It's
rice?
plantains, I think.
So why
fried
wouldn't they eat the
bananas.
rice and then wait and then eat a bowl of plantains? Why mix this shit? This doesn't make any sense.
Plantains are not sweet. Have you ever had a plantain?
Yeah,
They're not very good.
but like Cuban
No.
food, it's like Cuban food, like black beans and
They're
rice. and
super
plantains and
plain.
stuff.
Super plain.
Yeah, but you eat bacon and pickles and peanut butter on a.
It's actually called a peanut butter pickle bacon burger. Get it right if you're gonna try to talk shit. But you need to let off my. I really want one of those. Actually.
We almost went to Killer Burger. We went to Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. I wish
Chick-fil-A
there was
good.
one of those near me.
Mm-hmm.
Chick-fil-A,
Hey, guys.
mac and cheese.
Chris, everybody, Danny, Tommy, I love you. Thanks again for having me out. And I got a project.
Well, I'm
I gotta-
glad you made it home, Zach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm about
Later,
to go
bro.
eat dinner pretty soon anyway. So
Love
have
you
a
guys.
good night, Zach. We
Peace
love
out,
you.
Zach.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. We
Much
let me
love,
see.
Zach.
Is there anybody I can yell at still?
Hey, so
You can always-
Unfiltered, when are you gonna do that whiskeys and cigar podcast? I wouldn't mind coming on and
So I want to
Hanging
start it
out.
like in the next couple weeks, you know. I mean, I that's just an idea I was running with because I want to do something exclusive, kind of on Rumble, because on YouTube, you know, there's certain shit you can't say, right? And I think I need to let the dogs out, so to speak, right? So that would
Yeah.
be a perfect kind of thing. So
Okay.
yeah, you guys are always welcome. We could do the first one all together. That'd be pretty badass.
that'd be tight. And I could restream it on Rumble and I could do it like this on Rumble and X at the same time. So that would be perfect.
Yeah, I'll keep you in the loop. I'm thinking like in a week or two. Yeah, I just got to figure out like a format. It doesn't have to be necessarily
bitch,
political,
did
you
call
know.
me- hold on. Did you call me a kike? You sack of mother.
Hey, you can't say that.
Fuck
Hey.
you. Fuck
Bye.
you. Yeah, you can ban me if I fuck you. Call me a
just say
cock,
that.
you rotten
That
sack.
Clyde,
of
You can't
trying
say
to
Hey,
mess up
thanks
my-
for watching.
trying-
Like and subscribe. Fuck you.
My Maddox crashing.
Dang. What happened? Who
They
said
deserve
that?
That was
Oh,
the full crash out.
Well,
did he leave?
we lost him.
You can't leave his
I don't know
own.
what
You
that-
can't
What'd you do,
leave.
Tom?
Clyde.
Can't leave
Come
his
back,
own
Clyde.
show.
Where'd he go?
Come back, Clyde.
All right.
This is your
It was
show,
good.
bro.
It was a
We
good-
don't know what we're
Oh
doing.
no! Who called him
We have no
that?
clue what we're doing
Who
now.
called him that
It's just
inappropriate
us here
word?
now.
Well, yeah,
That was
that was
fun.
a slur.
Where did that come
Really,
from?
nasty
And
slur.
that definitely nobody did that in my comments, right?
Yeah, it had to be his and Claw's.
I was running his chat. That's weird.
I'm looking right now. I don't see it. I don't know.
I love you, bro. You're not that word, all right? I mean,
We
you're,
love you,
you're
Claude.
Jewish,
You know
but you're
that.
not a kite.
I don't say that
You're
word.
not a kite. I didn't say that.
Yeah, we
I didn't
fly-
say that. I didn't
Kites
add
fly
the
nice
second
and
K. Don't get crazy. I said kite.
Kite.
You know.
It's good to see you, Unfiltered. How you doing, bud?
Good, bro. Good. Just chilling. Yeah, just chilling. I was, you know, you guys sent the link. I was like, fuck. I was out in the fucking garage messing around and shit. I was like, I was gonna take a rain check on you guys, but yeah, I would have got disowned, right? So whatever. But I do my thing about 8 o'clock, so I was starting to gear towards getting ready, you know. But yeah, appreciate you guys having me on though.
Yeah, of course. It's good to see you. Hey, and you were right. It is impossible to find used tires for that.
Yeah, I could have told you that.
It's
right.
fucking
It seems
impossible.
special.
So yeah,
I could have for sure told you that.
yeah, you definitely did. I called every fucking where at this point. You know, yeah, but.
Oh, Unfiltered, you got the goth MAGA hat on. I see.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
The dark guy.
Yeah,
Oh, that's sick. I need one of those, bro.
Yeah.
Call
I
it
want
the
the
Elon.
flat build one. Is that a flat build one when you get it, or do you bend it?
It was bent like this, yeah. It took.
Yes,
I ordered it off some
I
political
don't
website. It
like
took like
it.
fucking 4 months to get it.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
See, yeah.
It's whatever Elon was. It's the one that he was same. Whoever made his is same folks.
That's awesome. I need one. It looks comfortable.
Yeah, and it's kind of incognito, you know.
Yep. It's not red, you know.
Right? I
You
can't
have
do
a
that. I don't
red
do
hat on,
red.
it's
I don't
like-
do red. I do all black.
Tar-
Red
Target.
triggers them though.
Yeah, fuck yeah, it does. It's like a
there's
bull, right?
There's a time to wear a red one, and there's a time to wear an incognito one. You know.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah. What?
Why are you gay?
Radonna in my chat. You know Radonna. She wants a link for your glass art.
Oh, okay. Sweet. I can't.
I don't know.
I don't know how to
I
post
just
it.
figured I'd pass the message.
It's-
I
Tell
know
her to
she's
jump
in
into
your
my chat or
bro.
something.
Yeah.
GarageGlass.com,
Radonna, go
VR.
to Chris's chat. Talk to him.
Yeah. Yeah, you can jump in the chat. The chat.
Oh, I'm really looking
Alright,
forward to
guys.
the 24th now.
Yes,
really
sir.
looking forward
should be
to it.
fun.
Yeah, we get to see Erica speak too. It's going to be good.
So you have to have tickets to get in. Is that the deal?
Well, you have to register.
No, I registered. It didn't say anything about tickets, but when I registered, it basically said you can register, but it's like a first come first serve
Yeah.
type of thing.
Yeah.
Shit.
know.
It's like a
But I don't
church
think
type service.
you have to be registered in order to get in. It's just, they were taking registrations, but I doubt they'll be checking them whenever we
They're
go in.
counting heads to see.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fucking packed. I know that for sure. I
Yeah.
see
Yeah,
all the
I think
leftists
so.
are kind of,
I think it's
circle
going to
jerking
be
each
crazy
other.
well before it starts. Like
Yeah.
they're going
Kirkland's
to get
close
there and
enough.
protest well before she gets there.
Yeah, one of the advertisements I found too. It's like the hammer and sickle, like come into her neck and shit. So who
Oh,
knows what these
God.
assholes will do, right? I'm
Yeah.
sure they'll have security out the wazoo, right? So it's
Oh,
not
yeah,
probably a
for sure.
concern, but it's also Washington, so we could rock and roll a little different than
Well, there
other
was
states.
security
Yeah.
out the wazoo when they did what they did to Charlie. Security is they can only do so much. If somebody really wants to get to somebody, security is just an obstacle at that point. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Right.
Oh shit! All right, I'm about to go eat some pancakes and eggs and bacon. I think breakfast for
Sounds
dinner.
good.
Baby. Breakfast for dinner.
Damn.
I like
Hey,
breakfast.
hey, Shane, you guys are gonna come over for dinner tomorrow.
Yep.
After we go to the
Thing.
Christian March thing, yeah, we're gonna come and go to dinner. We're gonna have
100.
dinner. All right,
For sure.
all right. I love you guys.
later.
I'm dipping out. Cheers.
Have a good night, you guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys having me on.
Yeah, I love you guys.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for
Yeah,
coming
thanks,
on.
Unfiltered, man.
All right,
good
fellas.
seeing you, Unfiltered.
Have a good night.
Shane.
Bye, guys.
Good night, everybody.
Have a good night.
Let's chat more.
All right, let's get this pulled off, and then I'm gonna change my screen out, you guys, real quick. Let me swap this up. Oh shit, we're still on here. Here we go. I gotta figure out how to leave this shit. Here we go. Leave studio. There we go. Perfect. All right, there we go, guys. Let me get my let me get everything set up real quick because it's kind of threw off my stuff. I'm not going anywhere. I'll be right here. Give me 1 second. Get this all set up.
Ain't wrong.
Well,
Unfiltered. Ain't wrong. Turn it up. Let it talk. Yeah. Hey, hey. Unfiltered. In raw. Hey, hey. Red dirt on my boots. Flag flying off the back of my truck.
all right, almost done. Let me finish setting this up real quick.
Good luck. Hey, hey, cornfield, small town, but my voice hit the big screen loud. If they're mad at my freedom, yes, I'm
All
doing
right.
my family proud. Unfiltered and raw. Say it how I feel, that's law. Stars and stripes on my heart, I ain't ever gonna tear that off. From the back road dust to the big White House we saw, I'm pro-America standing tall. Unfiltered, unfiltered and raw. They rolled their eyes when I said I'm standing with the man they hate.
Almost done getting this set
But
up
I
real
remember
quick.
cheap gas and a border that held its gate. I pray hard, work late, ain't waiting on the handout check. If you kneel for my anthem, we just don't see the same respect. Unfiltered and raw, say it how I feel, that's law. Stars and stripes on my heart, I ain't ever gonna tear that off. From the back road dust to the big White House we saw, I'm pro-America standing tall. Unfiltered, unfiltered and raw. This for the welders, the nurses, the cashiers counting every dime. This for the soldiers in camo who do
All right,
it
let's
all
go.
again.
All right, gotta figure it out, guys. Let's roll.
We ain't scared of their labels, we just call it like we saw.
All right, appreciate you guys chilling with me. I had to switch. Anytime I go live on anybody's channel, I have to set it up differently. It causes all kinds of issues. So here we are. Took me a minute to get that situated. I'll figure that out another time, but appreciate you guys being here. They had sent me a link to go on their Thursday, town hall. Felt like I couldn't say no, even though it's the tail end, they're kind of closing down. I was actually outside. I was like, I'm going to get a rain check on this shit, right? And I didn't. So here we are, right? But yeah, I appreciate them giving me the opportunity to go over there, and maybe we'll go over there more. But who knows? But yeah, I do this 24th. It's July 24th. There's going to be Charlie Kirk's wife, Erica Kirk. She is going to be speaking at Pursuit Church. If anybody's in Washington, I encourage you to go down there. Check it out. I'm going to start at the march. I'm going to connect with them, see what they're doing as far as what they're going to do. But my plan is to basically start at the park. It's a Rose Hill Woodsland Park. I want to start at that park and march with these communist pigs. Maybe that might not be possible once I get down there. We shall see kind of situation, because this is going to be an event where all the leftists from not just Washington, Seattle, and everywhere, they're going to come from all over jumping on this shit. And like even people might even fly in, right? Because Erica Kirk, right? They're gonna definitely jump on that shit. Yeah, what up? Appreciate it, Tommy, for the raid. Welcome aboard, everybody that came from Tommy's chat. Appreciate you guys. I've known Tommy for not a very long time, but long enough to get to know him. He's a badass dude in general, right? I have nothing but badass shit to say about him. in general. And the rest of the people down there, like Shane, I went down to Portland probably a month and a half ago, got to meet a lot of badass people. What you see kind of on the screen is a little different from what's on the ground. I experienced it firsthand as to kind of what's going on. It is fucking crazier than it seems. It's crazier than what you see on the, you know, even though there's like 4 or 5 people sometimes streaming and shit, there's a lot more going on than what you see, right? Even if you try to do like a 360 fucking view of everything. When I was down there, there was this fat fucking guy. He kept going in the bushes and he kept trying to mace everybody. I mean, he was spraying, but they have the little canisters that, you know, spray from here to as far as your hand could reach. And non-fucking stop were they trying to do random shit like that. I'll have to answer that later. In general, and then the whole air, I mean, when you were walking, it was just like, I don't know, when I left the next day, my sinuses, I was able to, I mean, it's kind of a blessing because it was just in the air. And if you know anything about, you know, like natural remedies, cayenne and caspian, the ingredient within it, you can get an extract. It's actually used for upper respiratory stuff. It actually clears the airway. So that night it was shit. Took a shower, my skin was on fire, but the next day I was like breathing like I've never breathed before, right? So I was kind of happy for that, just slightly. But in general, like when we were walking, even when they weren't spraying, the shit is like on the walls. The shit, you could just feel it in the air. It's on your skin. It was a wild ass experience in general. So whatever it is, what it is. I will go back to Portland at some point, but I don't think it's as important whatsoever in general, just because you know, I kind of, there's a couple people down there that definitely want to get me down there and, you know, do more than mace me, we'll just say, you know, so it's kind of crazy. But yeah, I appreciate everybody's from Tommy's chat coming over here. Appreciate all you guys. If you're not subscribed, definitely think about subscribing. I'm on my road to 2,000. We're going to get that pretty soon. So I appreciate if you subscribe. And I try to do this on a frequent basis, but right now I'm kind of working on building a studio to do, because right now I'm kind of in my living room, dining room area, have a setup kind of going on. I'm building out, we'll say, a studio, and do like a regular show. I haven't quite figured it out, but check it out when we do something more regular in general, right? So today I was going to just do kind of a slight recap of what happened. If you're watching, this is a continuation of the Charlie Kirk, the piece of shit murderers, not even his trial yet. This is the pre-trial preliminary hearing. They're basically going over all the evidence as to what can be brought to trial, so on and so forth. So for day one was a shit show. Fucking counsel made definitely the argument for ineffective counsel under the 6th Amendment, right? Day two was even more of a shit show if you watched that. And today was another shit show. But at least today we got a little bit more meatier stuff. We got stuff related to like the bullet, the rifle, and then obviously the testimony, video testimony of the furry fucker, you know, the piece of shit furry. And this is what I find interesting about it, right? So when on day two, we know items 7 and 8, right? Which is the towel and the screwdriver, whatever the fuck the numbers is. It's irrelevant, but the towel and the screwdriver, right? They found DNA not only for the piece of shit, you know, the piece of shit, right? But they also found it for the furry bastard, the boyfriend, you know, his lover, Twigs, right? They found his DNA on the screwdriver, the towel. And what I'm thinking is he's definitely flipping his script, you know, testifying for the state, obviously, so he doesn't get in trouble. But I would go as far as to say that he was probably complicit in, let's say me and you know, a group of us, we decide, okay, let's go rob this bank, right? We're going to go rob a bank, right? So we sit down, we're drinking beer, we're fucking smoking, whatever. And we're planning it out, right? We're drawing maps. We're a weekend planning, right? And, you know, one guy's the main guy that's going to be going in and doing most of the work while I'm the getaway driver, right? If we get caught, we're all co-conspirators in a conspiracy to commit the crime, right? And it's sometimes they need someone to pipe up and, you know, snitch basically so that they can have a stronger case. And I think that's kind of what's happening, because the bullet that they found, and they did finally explain to us that it was a soft point round, and it's a hunting round, and I was not surprised by it, but in general it confirmed that particular round and the brand that it was. It's well known for basically mushrooming into absolutely nothing, right? So the idea that you can get some type of bullet analysts, you know, the markings and everything that you would need to tie it to the gun is probably less likely. So I think that the case is going to rest exclusively on testimony and confessions, right? So that's where the twig piece of shit furry guy comes in, right? It's going to come down to, he confessed to his parents, he confessed to a pastor, he confessed to, well, whoever the hell it is. It was a group of people, those text messages. So I think those parts of the case are going to be more pivotal than the actual factual stuff like the rifle. The rifle is irrelevant at this point, because the bullet, I mean, it's not irrelevant, I didn't mean it like that, but it's irrelevant in the fact that they're not going to be able to tie, more than likely, that bullet to that gun and tie the gun to the bullet back to the crime, right? So it's going to be based off of testimony, confessions, things like of that nature. So it's going to get real dramatic is what I'm seeing this trial going to play out to, because it's not going to be a very cutthroat case where it's like, okay, we found the gun, we found the DNA, we found this, we found that, right? And then we could tie the gun, the bullet to the crime, right? Everything lines up perfectly, right? So I don't know if we're going to see that completely, but I think it's going to come down to testimony and stuff of that nature. Let's go. What was that? Ed Eagle. It's on my other screen. I'll play this song for you. I don't know if you can even hear it, but Ed Eagle, welcome to the being a prospect of United. Let's say the United Nations, Unfiltered and Raw Club. Appreciate it, Ed. As always, Ed. Appreciate it, Ed. But yeah, in general, I'm going to do a slight recap on it. Just this kind of the important things that I found. I watched 90% of that shit and it's boring as hell. So I don't know if anybody else watched the hours and hours of just the counsel, the defense counsel, non-stop, just delay tactic, right? And today's Thursday. There's going to be one more day of this shit tomorrow, and that's going to be it, right? Yeah, in art, yeah, exactly. And the engraving on the bullets. And that's what also struck me as weird is the fucker went and borrowed a Dremel. He's Dremeling bullets. That's just so fucking weird, right? I mean, obviously, and he didn't Dremel one or two. He Dremeled several rounds, right? So it's just odd. So let me switch this up really quick, guys. This background here. Let me get back to, don't want to show that. I mean, don't want to show myself either. There we go. Actually, I had it on X. Let me pull up X on my other one. Well, actually, I'm going to just go through these ones real quick because I have them up. Let's start with, not that one. Here it is, the round. This is probably the most compelling part, I think, that was like, I not necessarily on the fence about, but in general, I wanted to see more about the round. Let me adjust this thing real quick too. Make this a little bigger because it's small as shit. There we go. Transfer that over. There we go. Perfect. And let's make sure I got sound before we go into amateur hour here, guys. So we're good.
First, the towel. What was done with the towel?
The towel was packaged and then it was eventually provided to the FBI.
What was done with the firearm?
The firearm was also packaged and then provided to the FBI as well.
Did the firearm go to the FBI or the ATF?
Oh, sorry, correction. It went to the FBI, and then to be in their custody, and then it was then sent to the ATF lab.
Okay. And the rounds, the cartridge and cartridge cases. Yep. The cartridge case.
Yes. All those were packaged, originally provided to the FBI, then was sent to the ATF lab.
Right. And were each of those items tested?
Yes, they were.
And in the testing, were they photographed?
Yes.
And the images I seen were not entirely super clear. Like I know they took better images, but what they showed is obviously an image of an image, right? Because in court on the screen,
were tested?
It's
Yes, they were.
ridiculous,
Have you
but
reviewed the
whatever. It is
photographs?
what it is.
Yes.
And were you previously shown states exhibits 19, 20, 21, and 22?
Yes.
And are those photographs that the ATF or that you received back from the ATF? Of those
68 likes, yes. So we don't mind hitting the
cartridges
like
and cartridge
button. That'd be
case?
awesome,
Yes.
guys. Appreciate it.
Did they have the same appearance and etchings that you saw when you observed them removed from the gun?
Yes.
And did those photographs accurately capture those etchings?
Yes.
I move to admit states exhibits 19 through 22.
Mr. Burton. Right, I'll note the standing objections. Those
Standing
objections
objection.
overruled,
They're
and
always
19, 20,
objecting to everything,
21,
which
and
is,
22 are admitted.
you know, a good
As to
counsel would do that.
publication, Mr.
But
McKnight.
I
everything,
move to publish these exhibits at all 3 levels.
when it's
Further
nonsense,
objection from, thank you.
Jesus
Again, I note
Christ.
the standing
I'm
objections
telling you,
are overruled. They may
that
be
this
published
asshole has
within the courtroom and
not an
captured by
absolute
the
Sixth
media
Amendment
camera.
claim, but if you've been watching
start
this
with
shit,
Exhibit
he has
19,
very
please.
ineffective counsel. And he doesn't just have one lawyer, he has 2 and maybe even 3 that I've seen. They're just making the case for the Sixth Amendment,
What are we
ineffective
looking at here in
counsel.
Exhibit
Here we go.
19?
There's
This
the first
is the
one.
cartridge case that was recovered from the gun.
And
What
what
does it say?
position was
Notice-
this in the gun?
This
Notice
was
something.
this is what was in the chamber.
Okay. In the chamber, meaning that's where a cartridge is before it's, or when it is fired, correct?
Yes.
Do you notice
Hey,
an inscription
GJ,
or
watch
an
on
etching
Tommy's
on this
TV. If he likes you,
cartridge
I do
case?
too.
Yes, I
Perfect.
do.
I like
Will
that.
you read
Thank
what
you.
that says?
Yes. Notices bulge.
And if we can go down to page 2 of the
Notices
exhibit,
bulge.
will you read what this says?
OWO. What's
And to page 3,
this?
and question mark, correct?
Yes. Question mark.
All right. if we
What's
go to
OWO?
States Exhibit 20.
What the hell does that even mean?
Is this
Yeah, the DEI bar exam, exactly.
a photograph of one of the cartridges that was found in the gun?
Yes, it is.
And what are we looking at here in this view of page 1 on Exhibit 20?
This is the head stamp of
UFU.
it, and it says.
Oh, I
it's
thought it was
a-
you.
According to
Oh,
the head stamp, it is a.
What the hell is the
Remington
first? What the hell
30-06
does it even
Springfield.
mean? UWU?
Is that a different caliber than a .223 round?
Yes, it is.
Jesus Christ. What's up, sweetie pie? How we doing?
Will you look at page 2 of
Oh, it's a. Oh, God. All
Exhibit
right.
20?
That's new to me. I don't know what the fuck that even is.
Will you read the markings here?
A fascist.
There you go.
Catch.
And page 4?
Another communist shit.
Up arrow, right arrow, down arrow, down arrow, down arrow.
All right, let's go to Exhibit 21.
How mentally ill. Stalker, been a while. Welcome aboard, Joe. Oh
And was
God,
this
this
another
is
round
the
that was
most
found in the
communist
gun?
shit right here.
Yes.
Will you read the inscription here?
Oh, Bella Chow.
Bella Ciao.
Chow chow.
All right, let's go to Exhibit 22. Another round that was found from the gun, correct?
Yes.
Will you please read the letters here?
If you read,
Page 2.
this comma your, or correction, this comma you are
Page 3
gay.
and page 4.
LMAO.
What an absolute loser.
Be
What
sure to
an
like and
absolute
subscribe for all the Fox
loser.
News latest on YouTube.
What an absolute fucking loser, right? I mean, an absolute loser. Absolute loser. So that was a lot of rounds. So he only popped off one. What was the point of engraving all those fucking rounds, right? What was the absolute point of that? other than to send a message, right? I would love to pick his fucking brain before we torture him or put him before a firing squad, right? And determine like a few things, like why all those rounds? Why'd you etch them? Among other things, like was he planning to not walk out of there? Right? If you see someone engraving fucking rounds like that, I mean, that's just not normal in general, right? I've never even heard of anybody other than crazy people that go and shoot people like this, right? I've never heard of it. Didn't another shooter engrave the same? Yes, not exactly everything the same, but pretty much, yeah. Allison, they did. And a lot of those like weird up, down, fucking left, right commands and shit, like some game bullshit or whatever it is. Yeah, they definitely did. Appreciate it, R. Sutton, for the hundo. Let's go. Appreciate it. But yeah, it's insane. And you know what? We're having a lot of these copycat guys. Like the same thing that referenced the last one or time before the last shooter, right? They referenced the gay thing, right? Like if you're reading this, you're gay. It's like, but it's crazy how the gays make that comment, right? And he might not even think he's gay. His furry buddy was probably acting like a female, and whatever the hell was going on there, right? It's just so weird. So if you see someone engraving shit like that, any of those, match words, these people are radicalized and they're about to go do something, right? Grounds for knocking teeth out, in my opinion. But yeah, it is crazy. This whole thing is just getting more crazier by the day. The more we find out about it.
Paul Morrow.
It's just getting weird and crazy.
When Charlie Kirk's life was taken from him. And we heard a lot in that courtroom just now. Paul, what were your takeaways?
So let's try to go to a couple of places we haven't talked about. We're all very frustrated with how long this process is going. I think most of the commentators, if not all,
what's up, Tiff? How are you doing?
Well over the hump for probable cause. Let's recognize what that means. Probable cause is the same standard under which police make an arrest. That just means we probably got the right guy. Some people put a percentage on it.
Yeah, Joe likes to
this is not the trial.
harass Robbie and be weird.
Cops do the right
but I
thing.
watched you get banned from Chris's thing. It's pretty poetic there, Joe.
To double tap it. It's just a safeguard. So, in light of that,
yeah, exactly, easy too, and obviously just a little. So, if you've ever gone to like a gun show, right, you could buy the reloads. I used to buy a lot of the 5.56 reloads, right? People take the brass, they put a new cap, fill them, da 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 da. But one time I went out and I almost blew my shit up. The head where the taper is for the where the bullet is. It causes like a shear, a perfect shear. But either way, so when I shot one, the head of it came off on the actual casing, right, and stayed in it, in the fucking chamber. So I put another round in. It locked, but not all the way. So when I popped it, it did some weird shit. I'm surprised it didn't blow up. So yeah, you don't want to weaken the casing anywhere.
That this will go to trial.
Because it could cause serious problems.
Just Tyler Robinson's defense team, led by Catherine Nestor, saying they got so much on you, including a confession.
Oh, calm down, Joe.
Which is backed up by.
So Joe on public chat went and flirted with a mod, talking about his job and his wife. Well, it didn't tell him the mod about his wife because he's married, so he's trying to cheat on his wife, right? So it seemed like to me. Paid off the house, works for the Canadian IRS. I mean, Joe, you went and said all that in a public thread. All I did was repeat it like I'm doing now. Calm down, dude. You didn't get doxxed.
I could see a plea deal here because of various, we don't need to relitigate that. And, I got shouted down a little bit. Turned out I actually called that one right. I'm going to go the other way on this one.
Yeah,
having been out
exactly,
there, John, seen some of the atmospherics, and this is just my gut, but also how voluminous the evidence is. No, I think this one goes.
He's like a high school girl that wants to make everything about him. Nobody cares about you, Joe.
Procedural problems. Somebody really dropped the ball. They don't want to have to deal with it in court. The motion comes in. They have their backs to the wall. All right, let's cut the deal. We'll talk to the defense.
Don't flirt with mods. Never have. Okay, you're also a liar now.
The prosecution is going to offer a deal. I think that they feel like they have,
okay,
as James
Joe.
Galliano said, an open and shut case. And let's remember something. There's stuff we haven't even heard. Yeah. For instance,
right. That's what's crazy. There was a lot of new shit that came out today. It was just so much shit going on. It was so boring that it's like if you weren't paying attention, the shit would just go right over your head.
Two things. You turn on a body-worn camera and you don't take him into custody. You just ask a simple question. What are you doing here? That's all you got to do. One question. It's not custodial. You don't need any Miranda. It's human nature. You're going to say, why are you here? The kid's going to say something, and I suspect it'll be very incriminating. Did that happen? I don't know that. But I'd like to think there is some. I know
he said, I'm going to turn myself in. I mean,
something that's even more of a
these are not only texts. He admitted to his father. I'd imagine being the father and having to testify against your own son, right? I mean, I could understand, you know, the family, like, holy, it's his son, right? But I think that's going to be part of it too. Like I was saying, the evidence is not going to be the gun so much, the bullet, or the actual action that happened, right? It's going to come down to testimony and confessions, right?
Intently watching, Paul. That's about all I have.
Yeah, I mean, look, you have to say to yourself here, what were his, and I don't want to play psychoanalyst, but you can see in the text messages, etc., there was a performative element of this. You know, he texts Twigs, talks to him
Look at
about
this guy.
There's
SSRIs. You can see the SSRIs, right?
Like they're fulfilling a fantasy, and that's how very often
fantasy?
crimes do occur. We had a good Utah investigator, a guy named Mike King, on, and he explained to us on the weekly rap sheet. We're doing a show on this every night, 7 o'clock live on this case. And we talked about the fact that these things start, they
There's
germinate
two types of people in this world. Those I hate and those I tolerate. I'll leave it up to you to decide which one you are.
And I think he saw himself as a
That
hero,
is fucking
and
funny,
I think
Big
he saw
Dave.
himself as a hero to Lance Twiggs.
That's well
I get
put.
that atmospheric. Again, it's just a cop's read. Now, look, he's innocent until proven guilty. I have to caveat us that way. But that said, with all of these atmospherics, that's my read
Can I
on
just
it.
follow up on that? Is there any sort of risk then that, you know, the defense could make the case that Tyler Robinson, you know, wanted to take ownership of this, of Charlie Kirk's death and shooting?
I know, Cindy. Yeah, it's very possible. And you know what? I wish it would show him a little more in court, or a little more of what's going on, because all we're seeing is the back of heads and shit. You know, where are the court drawings? Usually there's someone that draws like very emotional drawings, and it's like kind of cool. Like I haven't seen any. I don't know. Maybe there is, and I don't know about it. But where are like the court drawings? Like those were like always cool to see, right? Like the very important emotional aspects of cases, right?
As well as the gun's got the DNA, the towel's got the DNA. All of these things, he talks about engraving. Remember the shells?
Yep. Stand libtards, but the Canadian types are the worst. I agree.
Put it in Tyler Robinson's hand. I think that's going to be a blind alley for them if they try to go
that phone all fucked up.
Try this idea that there's this
typical furry
that popped out from someplace. There's no indicia of that.
Yeah, this is all preliminary shit. This is the boring stuff of criminal shit. It's really boring. But once we get to trial, we'll get the meaty stuff. We'll get the real meaty stuff.
And I'm going to use the term that was said to me when I was out there. They have Twigs, quote unquote, right where we want him. All right. I was asking physically, where is he? All right. He's not in witness protection. It's not that kind of thing. You do with something like this, you got a key witness. You keep him out of the public's eye. You keep him away from the media.
I'm sure someone would love to harm even the furry little fucker.
But the bottom line is,
I wouldn't be surprised if he is being protected to some degree.
Witness that they have.
You see how he walked into that courtroom? That's not typical of a furry bastard to dress and look like that, right? Someone's like, hey, you're going to need a little bit of security. Looked like he was wearing a vest to me.
Did you do this? Did you do that? And, you know,
I could be wrong.
We scared him, rightly so. He starts talking. It's recorded. You make sure you do that. That's how this went.
Wow.
Yeah, I want to ask you a question about that in a second, but for those of you who aren't intently watching the screen, a little more color from inside the courtroom.
Jeez.
And Paul, you mentioned the engraving of the bullets. Apparently, while he was watching intently as the Lance Twiggs interview was being played out in the courtroom, Tyler Robinson became visibly uncomfortable and started squirming in his seat when he was talking about engraving bullets.
The Twigs go in the fire pit, right?
At home memory, and maybe for folks who didn't see that part of the interview being played out, Lance Twiggs talked about Tyler Robinson saying that he wanted to engrave bullet casings.
Yeah.
Didn't say why or what he was going to engrave on it. Lance Twiggs said, well, we've got a Dremel.
I don't know, Wolf. Yeah.
Anybody who
Patriot Front, I mean,
familiar,
I think it's a whole Fed operation.
Sometimes it's used for craft. Sometimes it's used for for.
I think it's a lot of feds
a tool,
in there.
Basically, if you're trying to do something with metal, cut it,
A
or
lot of
polish it, or
feds.
engrave it.
Anytime you get an organization like that, just like the suit, the uniforms, the pants, the shirts, everything's just too perfect. Just too perfect.
The fact that he
just too perfect. And who's their leader? I forget the guy's name. It's just too perfect.
Lance Twigg said, "I won't get it for you, but I'll tell you where it is." And apparently, Tyler Robinson went to wherever it was and picked that up. He was quite uncomfortable, according to observers in the court, when that testimony was being read out.
Yeah, unsurprising, right? I mean, it probably had the atmospheric of somebody getting caught bragging, because here he is, you know, sort of talking to Twiggs about that. This is obviously very damning evidence.
Yeah, Thomas.
But again, I go back to the idea that I think he's beginning to feel, first of all,
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Sounds
Sounds like a Fed name. Sounds like a made-up name.
I think, again, he wanted to think of himself as a hero. I think to the people that are potentially politically aligned with him, but also
I wouldn't even know how to pronounce that.
And here he is having a conversation, a fairly private conversation,
Russo.
let's say,
Okay.
with his paramour. And here it is now being read out in open court. So and
What
let's
up,
remember
Poodle?
something else. It's a callback to the Mangione case, where we saw a similar
Yeah, there's a lot of
technique.
people.
So
People
all these
think
things are very damning.
genuinely
Let's
that they're
remember
not
also,
feds, but they
he
turn
puts
out
the
to be.
gun in his
I
own
could be
hands. He
wrong.
starts
I don't know.
telling
They
Twiggs
just.
about, you know, what am I going to do about Grandpa's
Where do they
gun?
go and
Dad's gonna
practice
be
their
all over me
marches
to
and
get
shit,
Grandpa's gun.
right?
It's wrapped
Like
up in
everything's just
towel
too perfect.
in
Their
the woods. I'm gonna
flags,
get
like
back
their
there to get
creases
it.
and their
No,
hats,
they
like
found
it's
it.
just too
And of course
perfect.
it
It
has
reminds me of the
both
January
his
6th,
DNA and
you know,
Twiggs'
people that were
DNA. So,
right wingers,
again,
right? They
you
were
know,
really
I've
just
gotta go back
lefties
to the weight
and
of the
staging
evidence.
shit.
What I'm saying with the
I just get that
prosecution is,
vibe from
I
it.
do not let
It
myself
doesn't
get
feel
distracted. I go all the way
natural.
on this. If you don't take this case all the way on aggravated murder, I don't know what Utah has the statute for.
Right, right.
There's a lot to dig into there.
And it's capital pun. It is Utah, and if I'm not mistaken, this guy is probably going to be put to sleep, right? He's not going to.
Watching Tyler Robinson, his reactions to John.
He's not going to last
got
long.
some color in the courtroom that he was squirming when his former roommate
Squirming?
was, you know, talking about the engravings on the bullets. I don't know, Paul, it just seems like for the American public watching this, I mean, there's just an overwhelming amount of evidence here.
And this is one of those things where the public gets to see how the sausage is made in our justice system, and sometimes it's not that pretty. I can assure people, without such a public forum and without people sort of playing not only to the cameras, but I think to the record, how this is going to be perceived going forward.
Holy shit.
It's normally not so
Look at that guy. He just
This is
looks
the kind of
creepy
hearing
as
that should have taken
fuck.
place in a half a day. It's got a lot of evidence. Okay, I'll give it a day. Frankly, from where I sit, at some point here, the judge should say to them, bring them in and say, okay, guys, we've had a week. Tomorrow, I'm going to call it, and I'm going to tell you something else. Be ready for an arraignment if I decide that way. If not, then no arraignment. But defense, we're going to do the arraignment forthwith to move this thing along. I can guarantee you he's not going to do that, but he should, because we're at that point.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. I mean, Judge Graff has done so many things to give the defense so much leeway. I doubt that.
I mean, you got to think about it too. The leeway is given because when on appeal, they can't say, "Oh, the judge was, you know, doing funny business," right? So there's a little sense to doing shit like that rather than just being hardcore about it. Let's see. Look at this fucking creeper, dude. Like you can't find a creepier fucking dude.
Meeting.
You can't find a creepier guy than this.
Statement here instead of your testimony at a preliminary hearing. Understand that?
You just can't.
Okay, so in order to do that, I need to place you under oath and also give you an admonition about false statements. Okay. First, you do solemnly swear or affirm that the evidence you shall give in this issue.
Look at this
shall
guy.
be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God.
Yes.
I also need to notify you that you are notified that statements you are about to make may be presented to a magistrate or a judge in lieu of your sworn testimony at a preliminary examination. Any false statement you make and that you do not believe to be true may subject you to criminal punishment as a Class A misdemeanor.
Looks like a Mormon.
Yes. It potentially could.
It is
be used
Utah.
As, for
mind you,
punishment
it
as a
is
higher
Utah.
offense as obstruction of justice.
Yeah, he's a creepy fucker.
In addition, I just want to make sure that our
He has one of those things like in South Park, you
that,
know, the uncle.
You've also been given a federal agreement.
His
and a
mommy
state
tied the
agreement
tie. You know she
immunity
did.
from prosecution.
Just look at
for
this guy.
material
It says a
he
lot.
discussed.
It says a
Yeah.
lot about this guy. Just
Understand
look
that?
at him.
Okay. First, we're going to cover some of the things that you've already talked about, but to make it as part of this record. First, what's your name?
Full name with middle name or just first and last?
First and last is fine.
Okay, my name is Lance Twiggs.
And do you know Tyler Robinson?
Yes, I do. Well, yeah, I do.
And this is the same Tyler Robinson that's been charged with the shooting of Charlie Kirk?
Yes.
And would you say when you first met Tyler?
I think it was 2023. I've known him longer than that, though. That was, I think, the first time I met him in person.
Oh, so they were on chat with each other.
And
yeah, where's the furry costume? He needs to be in costume.
When you first met him, anyway.
When I first met him,
This guy is so fucking creepy,
he was
guys.
just a new roommate, so I knew he knew my friend group, and I knew he.
Your
liked playing
friend
games, but
group?
That's about it when we first.
The fuck does that even mean? What is your friend group?
Before we go on, I realized my mic was muted at the outset. Was yours on? Your microphone? Okay. I'm going to repeat those admonitions just to make sure we got it recorded. Okay, so again, I placed you under oath. Just to make a record, I'm going to do it again. You do solemnly swear that the evidence you shall give in this issue shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yeah, I know, Chris. You see those eyes, those SSR eyes, right? Those lifeless looking, you know. What is he up to, right?
They're saying that it's echoing, so I
think
it is echoing.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, you're not on my mic.
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so we should be good. All right. Is that mic off?
It's almost like the Energizer Bunny. They went behind him and wound him up or something.
Interruption. All right. So you said when you first met, you were roommates.
Yeah.
Okay. And then at some point.
Yeah. Total
you realized you
SSRIs,
progressed to something more
right?
with roommates, is that right?
Holy shit.
When was that?
I think we started dating 2 or 3 months after he moved in.
Okay. And where did you live at that time?
St. George, in an apartment complex.
And is that apartment the same place you
Yeah,
lived?
Twiggy Boy. I don't know what the hell
when-
Twiggy
on
Boy's been
September
up to.
10th?
Appreciate the
Yes.
sub. Bonnie Mac, thank you.
When you lived there with Tyler, were you in the same room? Did you live in the same room or different rooms?
No, separate rooms.
And at that time, let's say September of 2025, what were you doing with your life? Were you working, school?
I was working.
Planning
I was doing
nefarious
bathtub
shit.
and shower repair and stuff in new construction.
Okay. How about Tyler?
I think he was both working. I think he was working for an electrician company then, and he was also in a trade school for being
Yeah, this
I don't know,
guy's.
higher ranking.
I can't even
electrician.
look
I'm
at
not
him.
sure how the trade system works for that.
Okay.
But yeah, I think he was both.
What was his typical work day like?
I think he'd leave around 7 generally and get back around 3 to 4, depending on where the job was and how long it was for the day. And then on certain days of the week during school, semesters, he would then later in the day, I think around 5 or 6, go to school. So, yeah.
Okay. Let's jump to September 10th.
Appreciate the sub, June. Thank you.
Did he spend the night in the apartment the night of September?
Yeah, I appreciate
9th
everybody watching.
into
Give me a
September
sub. I'm
10th?
trying to hit 2,000 subscribers.
Yeah, he did.
This month. Be able to do that
Do
without
you
a
know when
problem.
he left the apartment on
But
September
I'd
10th?
appreciate if you sub.
I don't know an exact time.
We're at
I just know
187.
he left early. I heard him leaving, and he just said he had a long drive to work that day, so he was leaving early.
Okay, so early. Any guess as to what when that was?
I don't know. I would have thought it was 5 a.m. because that's when an early work day was for him, but it was probably more like 4.
Okay.
I'm gonna have him spit out his gum just to make sure that
I can
Sweet
do that.
pie. I sub
Picture
and
right in
like.
front of your
Appreciate
laptop.
it, sweet pie. Sweetie
here you
pie.
go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, spit out the gum, punk. You're in fucking court, bro.
Thank you.
All right, so what time did you get up on September
Jester
10th?
Junkie, what up?
Probably like 12 to 1 p.m.
You didn't have to work that day?
No.
And did you hear from Tyler?
I'm surprised this asshole even works.
No, he sent that message in the group chat I mentioned, but he didn't message me directly at all that day.
Surprised he even works.
When did you first hear from him on September 10th?
It was at 11 o'clock with that, like, automated message.
Okay, 11 p.m.?
Yeah.
Okay. Interview on 420 with Robinson's former roommate, the furry piece of shit, Lance Twigg. The furry piece of shit did the interview. Yeah, and I am pretty sure the other day they were actually reviewing some of the texts and exchanges and maybe statements that were made that they were approving, and it's probably a longer interview than what they show.
To go hunting with his family. And he asked me for if we had.
And this
like,
loser definitely is going to be at the hearing, right?
On bullets.
The trial, I should say. Sorry.
Where Dremel was, and told him to make sure he doesn't like set off a bullet on accident in the house.
Oh, so you knew he was dremeling bullets.
How long before?
I think this piece of shit should be in jail too. You know he was involved.
I don't remember. Because
you know this piece of shit knew a lot more than what he's saying. This piece of shit was definitely involved. This furry piece of shit needs to be arrested for a co-conspirator to a fucking conspiracy to kill someone, right? Accessory to murder. Period.
A year before?
Oh, no, not
period.
Not that long. It would have been, I'd say at most a month before this was when he was asking.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind that this gentleman or this furry piece of shit knew a lot more. You know, he's definitely taking a plea deal because you have to think about the evidence we have here. We already know the bullet fragments and the bullet itself that was retrieved. It's almost, they won't be able to tie it to the actual gun. They could say, oh, it is a 30-06, or more in particular, it's a 30 caliber round. You know how many firearms have a 30 caliber round on them? There is a lot, let's just say. There's enough to say, okay, that's reasonable doubt.
Do you recognize?
You know, I mean, we all probably could assume, and we know that this asshole fired the shot.
What do you recognize?
But in court, you can't just have a, you know, hunch. You have to have proof, right?
Text of that chain.
And that's why I think this is probably why this asshole is going to get a walk, even though he might have been involved in the as an accessory to the murder. Because without this guy's testimony, even though the piece of shit did admit to the crime, this adds to it, right? Then his father adds to it, right? So I mean, that's why this guy's probably still free. I think he should be in fucking jail.
On the desk after I took a picture of it.
Okay.
Period.
And again, the time you read it.
And who knows, this piece of shit might off himself, right? He should be in a padded room 24/7. Period.
Right. And did you ever see that again after you placed it back on his desk?
No, I don't.
There is a lot. 300 blackouts. I mean, there is a lot.
Yes.
And that's a separate bedroom than your bedroom.
Of different firearms. Just the bullet is just the tip. You know, this isn't CNN where the bullet and the casing fly out of the gun at the same time. And remember that shit on the war zone? I think in Syria, it was like a 50 cal BMG or something. It was sticking out of the whole bullet. And they're like, oh, look at this. Like, Jesus Christ. Only CNN viewers would believe that, right?
That was the server of, like, his friend that I was mentioning.
Okay, and this is your phone again?
Yeah.
And I'm assuming you recognize it because the big crack up at the top.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is a server. Is this Discord?
Yeah, this is Discord.
And
what up, Twisted Dubes? How you doing, bro?
Members of this server?
The man that's 140 to 0. Don't ever play that man in any type of football video game, because he'll whoop your ass. I've seen it.
And I just want to scroll through
140
this to make sure that you get a chance to take a look at it. Go to the next page.
Or yes.
Yeah, right, June? It's yeah, right. That's not far-fetched, right? Because if you think about Robinson actually came from a normal family. His father's a sheriff. He didn't come from an unstable family. This guy could have very well brainwashed him, right? Like, if you really love the furry,
Like DM means Dungeon Master. So these are like, most of them are names they're using in the game they're playing currently.
Got it.
it's crazy. Yeah, his family, yeah, they're right-wingers, for sure. And I've seen pictures of him. He was wearing, like, conservative stuff, too, and stuff, right? It's like, it's fucking crazy, guys.
The last text from Tyler looks like it's 8 p.m.
Bach is crying on stream. I'm eating ice cream. Enjoy the night. Yeah, right, Clay?
I would think that would be the
That's
11th.
funny. What up, bro? Thanks for having me on as well. I appreciate it. Even though it was a tail end, I couldn't say no. You guys would have forever banned me.
Before me.
Thanks, bro.
Like 11. So.
And he turned himself in on the 11th, right?
I thought so, yeah.
I'll check it out.
So again, we're just going to go through this so that we have a record of the messages.
Yeah, I think they just have a still of what's going on here because the feed is fucked or something. I don't know. Sweet. Message received. Thanks, bro. Appreciate you having me on. I really do. Yeah, don't read it out loud. Yes, I know, bro. I might be dumb, but I ain't stupid. I mean, maybe I'm a little stupid. You know, Trump supporters are little. We're all a little stupid, right?
Looks like the last.
Yeah, appreciate you, bro.
September 12th screen.
Yeah, and the I don't know if you were there when we're talking about the whiskey and cigar. I don't know if you. I know you don't drink, but maybe you smoke a cigar every now and then, or even if you don't, whatever. I want to do that in maybe the next couple weeks. Whiskey, cigar type thing. Doesn't need to be political. I mean, it could be whatever, but. But yeah, I appreciate having me on, though.
All right, so again, those messages covered from September 10th to the evening of September 11th. Now, September 11th,
Damn.
what time did you see Tyler
There you
on
go.
September 11th?
Yes.
When did you first see him on September 11th? So this is the day after the shooting.
Yeah, I saw him when I woke up. Like I said, he was up and around doing a lot of stuff around the house. And then I think I saw him after that message where I said I'll come home and say I'm doing laundry.
I actually got a bottle of that.
Going to my parents' house right then when he said there was probably cops outside. So I went back home, and it was just him there, and I said bye to him, and then he drove off. So I just went back to my parents' house.
This guy, I'm sorry, he needs to be fucking arrested. If this is the reason why he's not arrested is because they don't really have a case because the bullet and all the stuff that we already discussed, right? I'm sorry, this fucking guy needs to get the hammer. Making Joe Ahmad, yeah, he'll ban everybody. That would be funny. Appreciate it. What was that? I saw something. R. Sutton, thanks for the star or whatever the hell you gave me. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Really screaming.
Walking around a lot.
That was really loud in my ear. Sorry about that. Appreciate it. Mr. Sutton,
did he talk
the
about
GOAT.
what he had done?
Didn't go into detail. I just asked him in person if what he said was true the night before, and he said it was. I started crying a little bit and said he wishes he hadn't done it, and then kept.
Let's go with the hundo. Appreciate it, Heavy.
I'd like to see you wiggle. What he was going to do next.
Appreciate it, Heavy. Thank you. Oh, gotta prove that real quick. Sorry about that.
And then eventually said that he would talk to his parents or turn himself over.
Okay. And when you left, was that how you
What flavor ice cream are you
He was
eating?
going to turn himself in? Or go to his
Everybody's
parents' house?
dying to know.
Yeah, and I didn't really want to be at our apartment while any of that was happening, regardless of what went down.
Like a little muzz. Chimping out. Rocky Road? Damn.
Okay.
I actually haven't had Rocky Road in a long time. I'm old school. I go generic. I do vanilla and just add a bunch of random shit to it.
Instagram,
But I rarely eat ice
link
cream.
A friend of mine had
It's not
sent
in our
group
diet.
chat. But I hadn't really looked into it at all.
And had you seen the images that were released of the suspect?
I did the next day. I don't think I saw any on the 10th.
I'm going to show you a couple of those images.
Is that a Patriot
I'm on
Front
the
thing?
FBI's
I will wait,
website.
save that
You
very
can
to
see
the end.
URL
I think
there at
everybody
the
kind of
top.
knows my think on
This is
Patriot
some
Front,
press
that
release
group.
about this event. And here on the screen, you see these, looks like there's 2 rows of 3 images.
Mm-hmm.
Do you recognize the person in these images?
I wouldn't say it with 100% certainty just because of camera quality, but that looks like him in terms of the shoes he's wearing, the sunglasses. I don't think I'd specifically seen him wearing that hat, but he was usually wearing a
I
hat.
mean, the SPLC did
and
get in
then
trouble for
jeans,
funding
so
them. I mean,
it definitely, especially the
there is
bottom, the last
documentation
2,
for that.
definitely
And they're known
do
for
look
funding
like him.
right-wing groups.
Oh, they do look like Tyler Robinson.
And you talked about that with your friends, right? This is like him.
Yeah, his friends. Yeah, I don't know if I talked. I don't remember if I talked about it with any of my friends. And then since I didn't have my phone after that for a while, and I still am not using social media, I don't know on my friends' end.
Okay. All right, I want to back up a little bit now. We've talked about September 10th, but let me get a little bit of context here. So, did you game with Tyler?
Yeah.
What kind of games?
We played some just kind of party games together, like anything that would be multiplayer with a group of friends. There was one game he really liked called Sea of Thieves, where you play as like a pirate, and you can fight against people, but most of it's just like.
That's what one of the bullet inscribings were, right? The up, down, down, up, whatever the bullshit was, right?
Some co-op games where it's like you both have to work together to win in whatever way. Way back when I was just out of high school, when I first knew him online, we played some like shooting games together, but I didn't know him very well, so that was just when we had like a full friend group on to play, and he was someone that my friends invited.
Okay. Did you and he ever talk about politics?
He did more than me. I don't really keep up with politics very much. He'd usually talk about stuff he heard on the radio on his drive to work in like their work car, since it sounds like their whole crew went in the same car most of the time. But I wouldn't say super consistently, because it wasn't a topic I really contributed much on.
I don't know, Wolf. I would suggest looking at. They're just there's too organized, right? Everybody's wearing the same clothes, same colors, same pants, same hats. Everything looks like they just took it out of a fucking box, just had it printed. Just doesn't seem organic to me. My radars go off with organizations like that. I could be wrong, but I go with my spider senses.
Usually, if he did talk about politics,
just way too organized. And the people, if you know what command presence means, I see that in probably 95% of the people in that group.
Voted on.
The chances of all those people being an ex-military or ex-law enforcement, or definitely in law enforcement, is slim to none. Like, I've never heard of an organization other than like a police union having everybody be cops, right? They definitely have that command presence vibe. I don't know. I could be wrong. I very well could be
so
wrong.
Before that, you have been?
For a short time, yes.
Okay. And I understand you're going by Luna at some point?
To some people, yeah, but not as an overall thing.
Like I said, I've been known to be wrong. I accept that, but how do you know that you're right? We need a poll. What do you want the poll to be? I'll do any poll you want, Jester. Jester Junkie. Whatever you want it to be.
Okay.
Damn, this shit is cutting
Okay,
out.
I think that's all the questions I have for this portion. Let me check and see if I've missed anything.
You want me to do a poll for Joe? He feels so special when we do that, though. He just feels so special. I'll do the poll for shits and giggles. We'll see what happens. Let's do the poll. All right, Joe, you're getting famous.
The Dremel that you talked about, you said he had asked for that, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
And had he told you it was to inscribe bullets?
Yeah.
And so did you have a Dremel then?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was in our, like, our apartment, we had a section where we kept all our, like, random tools for household stuff in our, like, lower basement level pantry. So, yeah.
Okay. And did you give that to him or tell him where it was?
I just told him where it was, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end the recording for the 11:02 purposes.
All right, there you go. There's your poll, Jester. All right, let's move on. And this will be the last one on the Tyler Robinson thing, and then we'll move on.
Hi, Trace. We just
There's
got
your
some new
poll.
details from one of our reporters inside.
So should we ban Socialist Canadian? And I spelled Canadian wrong.
Intently watching
Spelled
the
it wrong.
video of Lance Twiggs' testimony, whereas
Jesus,
Tyler
how
Robinson
dare I
had
spell
not
that
been
wrong?
intently watching other previous videos, even
Spelled
turning
it
his
wrong.
head away
Sorry,
from
Canada.
the screen in earlier days. Also, his lead attorney,
Yeah,
Kathy
I
Nestor,
agree,
had not been
SOCOM. I
sitting
think that
directly
Furry
next
was
to him for the
directly
past 2
involved, if
days.
not kind
In
of
previous proceedings, she
encouraging
had
him.
been
If
sitting
you
close
love
to
my
him,
furriness, you're
covering him
gonna
at
do
times.
something
She's not been doing it the
special
past
for
2
me.
days. Also, our reporter in the courtroom says Erica Kirk was audibly crying today, and that Robinson was.
It does not surprise me at
Twiggs
all.
Discussed in the engraving of the bullets. Now, this is the first time in 10 months that we have heard from Lance Twiggs, who has largely been hidden from the public since the shooting last September. And in that video testimony today,
You
Lance
didn't
Twiggs
stand up for me,
testified
damn.
that
Scotty's
Tyler
troll.
Robinson, confessed to killing
It's
Charlie
Scotty's
Kirk, and then
troll.
afterwards says he wished that he had not.
And that's not Scotty, it's Scotty's troll.
what he had
A lot of people forget that distinction with this guy.
Didn't go into detail.
He's not Scotty, it's not his name.
In person, if
Scotty's
what he said
troll.
was true the night before.
If he
and said it
votes
was,
yes.
he
Wow,
started crying a
that's
little bit.
crazy,
Said
bro.
He wishes he hadn't done it, and then kept going around and just doing stuff.
Twiggs testified that he and Robinson started dating a few months after moving in together. Twiggs says after the shooting on September 10th, Robinson was updating him in real time about trying to retrieve the rifle he left behind near the campus,
Boy,
which
to
was
the
ultimately
fucking
recovered
war
by law
zone.
enforcement.
Yeah.
An agent
Oh, my
testified
good
about
Lord.
texts that Robinson was sending to Twiggs.
Getting worried, hard to know for sure, but I'm not finding my rifle. Could be in the wrong spot. Lance says, do you think they found it? And Tyler says, dunno, they haven't
Amazed
published
something.
anything if they have.
Twiggs also testified on video that he
Those are
had
the
not
nice hats
heard
with the
Tyler
green under
Robinson
right
talk
here.
about
Those are
Charlie
the
Kirk before,
authentic
and
ones when they
Robinson
got the
didn't really
green
talk
right here
about
under the brim.
LGBTQ and gender issues. If Robinson talked about politics, it was usually related to President Trump or current policies. The Twiggs says Robinson started engraving bullets for what he was describing as a hunting or a traveling trip about 1
Oh
month
yeah, he was just
before
engraving
Kirk was
bullets
shot.
for a
Law
traveling
enforcement
trip.
says that
That's
those
all it
engraved
was,
bullets
guys.
were recovered.
Yeah,
In
that makes
court,
so much
Robinson
sense.
was seen squirming when the bullets were discussed. Back to
That
you.
makes a lot of
Matt Finn,
sense,
live
right?
for us at the courthouse. Matt, thank you. Let's bring
That
in
makes too much
constitutional
sense.
law attorney Jonathan Turley, GW law
There
professor
we go.
and Fox News contributor professor. It's great to have you on the show. What I don't get about this whole thing is we played the tape today in court. They played the tape today in court, and it was 20 minutes versus 37
I'll let the
minutes
poll
because there
go
was a
for
lot
about
of
5
redactions, a
minutes
lot
and
of
I'll
things
wrap
taken
it
out
up.
of that. And the worry was that the defense kept saying, listen, the prosecution is going to say this is a confession. And then in the tape, tape. The tape says at one point in time, Lance Twiggs says that Tyler Robinson, quote, started crying a bit, saying he wishes he hadn't done it. That's a confession. That's it right there. What were they trying to hide?
Well, it really comes across as confession by surrogate, and it's very compelling. I think most people watching today would wonder, why don't they just go to verdict? Because it's so overwhelming and it's so complete. What's interesting about this is that usually witnesses have only part of a picture. It's like looking through a prism, and you have to piece them together. This is really a witness that has it all. I mean, he has the premeditation in the form of a note left under a keyboard for him by Robinson. Has a
okay, he's like, yeah, go look under the keyboard. I left you, my furry boyfriend, a little note.
And that he repeats those statements the day afterwards. He has details that lay
my
the
furry little
foundation
friend
for all the evidence the prosecutors are going to be bringing in. I mean, I got to tell you, I've been a criminal defense attorney my whole career, and
the polls open to everybody.
I've rarely seen anything like this.
Illegal,
I mean,
newcomers,
I can't see of any
old comers,
cognizable
everybody.
defense because he's
A vote's a
obviously
vote.
mentally competent. He was highly functioning.
No ID
it was
required.
Premeditated. He carried off an assassination.
We know it's premeditated.
purposes.
Honestly, I would. We know this is what the verdict's going to be. I mean, we have a suspicion as to what it will be. I am about a 90% sure he will be convicted. But I want to see this furry piece of shit also arrested for an accessory to murder. I don't care that they're going to use them as a state's witness, and that's probably what's going on, right? That's what I want to see.
On the bullets, those are going to be pretty darn dispositive for a
That's
jury.
what I want to see.
But I got to tell you, the thing that's really going to harden
I'm going to end this poll because I don't want to look at this shit anymore. So I'm going to end this poll real quick. Let's see what happened, and I will give you the results. End poll.
I'm really worried I won't get my
There's your poll.
grandpa's gun back. You know,
all right, Joe. Look at that, Joe.
A national leader, and he's
should we
just
ban
fretting
Socialist
about
Canadian
whether
Joe?
grandpa's
Fuck yeah.
gun, is gonna be taken by the
76%. I love libtards. 24%.
Can I just put that up on the screen very quickly
there you go,
to give the
Joe.
context in here. This is what
But either way,
Professor
Joe,
Turley is talking
just to
about.
show you some
It's in
pity
the Utah County,
and show you that I
charging
believe in
documents.
free
It says,
speech, I will
quoting
not be
here,
banning you.
"Twiggs, just stay
This
safe.
is not a
Robinson,
democracy.
I will. Robinson,
This
I'm
is a
more
dictatorship.
worried what my old man would do if I didn't bring
So
back
there you go, Joe.
Grandpa's rifle.
Calm your tits.
Robinson, he's
A
far
lot of people
scarier
want to
than
see you go,
any-
Joe.
Any Fed. I mean, that really is very compelling.
Dusty Beaver,
stand by
what
very
up?
Quickly, I want to go back to Matt Finn live outside the courthouse because Matt has gotten some more information.
Yeah,
from inside
that
the courthouse.
exactly
Matt, what do we
easy.
learn?
Joe wants to be banned so he could go bitch somewhere else. So I'm doing the opposite of what Joe wants.
Digital reporter, when they got to the point.
So now, Joe, you can't go bitch and complain. You're stuck here with us, bro.
Squirming, apparently uncomfortable, swinging in his chair, scratching his nose. He looked uncomfortable with the texts that were being discussed. Also, Erica Kirk.
Hey, Joe, it's not an airport, bro.
Leaning forward, not looking at the screen, showing those.
It's not an
texts.
airport.
A reporter also said Erica.
You don't
was
have to announce your
audibly
departure.
crying throughout the proceeding today. When they got to the part about. Lance when he was asking Tyler about the rifle and for hunting.
The pity
very
party, yeah,
graphic,
right.
Detail about the nature of
Look
the
at
gun
this
that
guy.
Robinson said did well in the killing. That is when Tyler.
You know he
Tyler's
rides his
mom,
bike
Tyler
without the
Robinson's mom
bicycle
started
seat.
crying, and wiping her eyes. Charlie Kirk's mother had her hand on Erica's upper arm and shoulder.
Thank you.
And
He
they were
said
both
he will
tearful
super chat
today.
if you ban him.
After showing
I don't
the
think you can
Discord
super chat
logs,
once
the
you're banned.
prosecution also put
So
the
I have to
notes
see the money
Tyler
first, Joe.
Robinson, on the screen. That's the handwritten note.
Yeah, I
that's been
know, right?
discussed that
Joe
Tyler
did run
Robinson
off.
left
Joe
for his
ran and was
mother.
like, oh,
Our
how
reporter
dare you.
inside of the courtroom says it was a very lengthy, full-page handwritten note. Trace.
Yeah, Matt Finn, back to you as the news warrants. Thank you. Meantime, at the courthouse, we've also got Don
Joe.
Artano, criminal defense attorney, host of the Crime and Justice
I think
podcast,
Joe's a
and
female.
Fox News contributor, along with Josh
Trying to
Ritter,
be a-
criminal defense attorney, former prosecutor, and a
obese
Fox News
man.
contributor as well. Donna, to you first. What I was kind of curious about when they
Joe, are you
started talking
trans?
about the flavor inside the courtroom was
You
the
Canadians
fact
are a
that
little weird
Robinson, Tyler
sometimes.
Robinson, was squirming when there was talk about engraving of the
filtered, you
bullets.
can't.
I mean, after
Yeah,
all
exactly.
the testimony we heard, after the tape, after the apparent confession through surrogate, as Jonathan Turley was saying, why the engraving
I don't even
of
think
the
he's an
bullets would
asshole. I
make
don't
him
mind a good
squirm?
old asshole
What's
every
your-
now and then,
your
Scott.
theory
He's-
on that?
I really don't.
I'll tell you why, because they want to make a big deal about other things found at that scene. The unspent bullet, the unfired bullet, the I can't think right now. Sorry. The holster.
Wait, so you ban someone?
Big deal about
they're still
these
able
and
to
what they
super
didn't
chat.
do. So the reason
She
that
banned a lot of
those
us from
engraved bullets are so
Discord
is because they know
from Discord,
that
then
the
super chat to
bullet
talk
that
shit.
was
All right.
fired at
I was gonna say I
Charlie
don't think
Kirk
you use super
was
chat once you're
engraved. And
banned.
so that is just one more piece of evidence that ties him to this. And frankly, the fact that you have Mr. Twiggs talking about the fact that he asked about engraving them, he told them where the item was that he could use, the tool he could use.
Let's go.
It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
You saw Mr. Twiggs.
Appreciate
He
it, Heavy.
testified.
Beat
He's
this
talked to the
super chat.
officers. He seemed
Super
very,
chat. Broke ass
calm.
Joe.
He didn't seem bothered to be there. He didn't seem
it's
like he
moving
was
quick.
under
I'm trying to put a
duress.
W in
He
the
answered
chat
their
for
questions.
Heavy.
He seemed
There we
very
go. I'll do
forthcoming.
American.
So
I
to
don't have the
me,
American
that
flag on
one
this
piece of evidence
iPad.
really links
Appreciate it,
Tyler
Heavy.
Robinson in a way that other pieces of evidence could possibly be refuted. This is not one of them. So to me, that was extremely important today, and maybe one of the most important things. And it was something we have not heard about up until this point.
Yeah, I mean, there was just so much compelling evidence, Josh Ritter. When you look at the totality, I mean, you and I 4 nights ago talked about the fact that the threshold seemed to have been reached on Monday. I mean, on Monday, the judge's like, yeah, we're going to trial. And now they just put out
Tropical
so
Joe,
much
this guy's
information
funny.
and so much evidence.
Free Luigi. He was
made the point
exercising
earlier, like,
his
you
Second
maybe walk
Amendment
back in the
right.
court saying,
Okay,
we're
bro.
done. I mean,
Oh,
that's a
good Lord.
possibility. Is that fair?
I got to give you to that.
I think we've reached
That's
that
at least
threshold
funny,
day
but
one.
no,
I mean, Don Jr.
it's not
talked
true.
about this. Day
You don't
one,
have the
he
right
was
to do that
convinced,
shit.
And I think everybody else was, and I do think they reached that threshold of probable cause.
He's a coward. He went behind
now,
him.
Today, it
Didn't
has
even
been a
give him the
flood
benefit of the
new
doubt of
information that
facing
makes
off
this
with him,
case
right?
overwhelming in my view, and all of it
That's a
is
coward. Men don't do
information
shit like
being
that.
supplied by Robinson himself. The text messages, the Discord chat, even the engravings on the bullet, the letter, all of this is from either his own mouth or his own hand. This is incredibly powerful evidence when you start to get to a trial, because jurors may take issue with things like ballistics, and they may
Well,
take
Joe,
issue
you know, in
with
Canada, what you're
experts
saying is a hate
disagreeing on
crime. You could be
DNA. But when you start talking
reported
about
for what
things
you're
that the
saying. You could
defendant
actually get
said,
the police knocking
confessions
on
to
your
the
door.
crime, there is very little that a
You should
defense
know that when you're
attorney
involved
can do
with
that
the
type of
Freedom Convoy and you had the banks
I wanna
closed
bring
down.
back
You know what I'm
in
talking about,
Professor Turley
Joe?
very quickly on this,
Aren't
because
you involved
the
in
charging
that?
documents also have this detailed note that Tyler Robinson left for the roommate. This is filed on September 16th.
About the
And it
time you
reads,
retired,
quoting here,
isn't
On
it?
September 10, 2025, the roommate received a
Or
text
was it
message
before
from
that, you're gonna say?
Robinson which said, quoting here, drop what you are doing, look under my keyboard. The roommate looked under the keyboard and found a note that stated, I had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk and I'm going to take it. Police found a photograph of this note. I mean, again, it just mounts, Professor, it just mounts, I mean, all of this evidence. And I'm just wondering here that if is this stuff all, is the defense have any chance to knock any of this stuff out?
I think it's going to be very hard to knock much of this out, but keep in mind,
Not the letters, not testimony, none of that shit. They could knock out like the rifle stuff because you can't connect it to the crime. That's my concern.
A truly otherworldly
Is the
aspect to
rifling.
these communications. This man just engaged in a political assassination, but he's worried about what Daddy might do if he doesn't return the gun. I mean,
Yeah, I know, Cindy, and that's the thing. Sixth Amendment claim kind of thing. Ineffective counsel. I think that is the defense. Is an ineffective counsel defense, right? That's the only thing he has.
Gun still has that caliber
That's all he
weight
has.
to it, and how
Period.
impressed he is with it. That type of thing is not going to go well with the jury. And part of the problem with this evidence for the defense, by the way, is that at this stage, when you've got overwhelming evidence against your client, you're looking for a pitch to make to take off the table the death penalty or some other aspect of the case. But you have to put something on the table of value to the prosecutors besides, I can save you the time of a trial.
They might knock on the door and say,
the
please.
prosecutors have nothing
Oh,
that
that
they need
is-
from the
that
defense.
is
Their
funny,
client has
Ed.
already handed them a slam dunk case for
That is-
conviction.
that is
why
funny.
would they agree to a plea? So, the question here is whether he's going to decide, I don't want to go through a trial here because there's no point to it. Maybe the judge will cut me some slack.
Yeah, I know this. I always laugh when a Canadian tries to tell Americans how America should be. America has been and always will be much, much better than Canada.
Discussions for reduction.
Yeah. My next question was going to be, is this the time they start talking about trying to get rid of the death penalty and getting something lesser? But I think you answered that, Professor. Thank you. Josh Ritter, thank you. Donna Rotuno, thank you as well. We will keep watching this. The court should be...
All right, there's that. Let me close this one down. And that's all I'm going to do on that topic. Other than the fact that, the airport, the Palm Beach Airport got renamed the Donald Trump International Airport. Pretty cool. I'm going to actually play that. Pretty damn cool. But yeah, on the Charlie Kirk thing, we'll see. Tomorrow will be the last day of preliminary hearing for the pretrial. For the evidence they'll be used in the trial to see if there's probable cause to have a trial, right? To move on, right? And I think the trial is where we're going to kind of get into the meaty stuff, kind of still on the boring side, but at least we'll get the details, the testimony, and be able to follow it more. And I do intend to stream those days. I did not really want to stream this boring-ass preliminary stuff, to be honest with you, because most people, it's boring. Like, it really is boring. If you've ever watched a trial play out, a pre-trial play out, this one is definitely long. Usually a pre-trial can actually be done within, to be honest with you, it can be done in 10 minutes. In a murder case, probably a day, maybe 2 days, but 5 days or whatever the fuck they got going on, who knows? They might extend it, right? There's just so many objections by the defense side. There's so many different weird motions they have to make as to like publishing to the court, publishing to the public, for the media, and like it's just there's a lot going on, right? So I can understand the procedural stuff can be burdensome, but at the same time, they have not really gone through a lot of evidence that's going to be presented at the trial, right? It really has not been a lot. So we shall see. We shall see. But I'm going to play this because I think it's badass. Renaming the airport. It's now DJT. Pretty badass.
International Airport.
Oh, let me start it over.
The next time you fly into South Florida, you'll notice a change. It is now President Donald J. Trump International Airport.
That is
Trump
badass.
celebrated the milestone by taking
that
the
is
first
badass.
flight into the newly renamed airport yesterday.
Hopefully they play the air traffic controller. I listened to it earlier.
What a great honor for your family, Eric.
It is badass.
Well, Lawrence, it was actually a couple minutes ago. 5:01 a.m. The name of the airport changed from Palm Beach International to President Donald J. Trump International Airport, and there's no way in hell I was letting UPS be the first plane to land. So
UPS.
We got on Trump Force One, and Lawrence, you've been on it, and,
oh,
and Brian,
fuck,
you've
that's
certainly
funny.
been on it, and Emily, you've probably been on it as well. But we had to
Piss
take
on
the last
stolen
plane
land.
to take
Hey,
off out of PBI.
nothing wrong with that.
And then air traffic control comes on, and welcome to Trump Force One. You're the first plane to ever land, at this airport. And so we touched
That's
down
pretty
at
cool.
exactly 5:01 a.m. this morning, and it was a beautiful day. I don't think there's anybody more synonymous with Palm Beach than Donald Trump, and maybe all of Florida.
I call him the. I think he's a vampire.
And this is a plane that carried him.
Eric is he reminds me of like the a vampire in that one series. What is it?
Presidential campaign stops. There's so many stops with our family.
That series
so
everybody's
it was
into.
An incredibly special moment for us this morning.
Mine's going
so
blank.
Exciting! Congratulations to you and your family, Eric. I haven't been on.
What is
yet.
it?
I would like to request a window.
Twilight. That's it. He looks like one of the vampires from Twilight. He's kind of got a tan lately since he's been in Florida. But yeah, that's what I call him, Vampire Boy.
Well, listen, anything you do is going to be controversial. Anything that bears our name is slightly controversial. But honestly, the amount of support we got, between the Assembly in Florida, obviously the state Senate, the governor was amazing.
All right, play the air traffic controller, damn it. I want to hear the...
Incredible. Meg Weinberger, she pushed this through from a legislative perspective. Absolutely amazing. The county was 100% on board, and we had tremendous support. Absolutely tremendous support. Even all 5 airlines that come out of Palm Beach Airport, they all signed on to it. So, Delta, United, American Airlines, JetBlue, Southwest, they all signed on to it. They love the name change. And
they're not going to actually do it.
Now at the top of your ticket, instead of seeing PBI, you're going to see DJT in perpetuity. And as I said before, guys, my father really put Palm Beach on the map in a way. Everybody considers Mar-a-Lago to be the winter White House. There's probably no person in the world that's flown into this airport more times than Donald Trump. And, you know, it's rare that you come into this airport where you don't see that.
That is
behind us. And
badass.
so he's so synonymous
That is
with Palm Beach.
badass.
Southern Boulevard, which is a major road right in front of the airport, it just got
What up,
renamed to
Danny?
President
This
Donald J.
chat
Trump Boulevard.
rules.
And so it's a special moment.
Doyle
He's a man that deserves
rules.
it. He's a man that's done so much
What
for this
up, bro?
country. He's fought like hell for all of us. And as a
Yeah,
son who
I
worked
thought
so
they were
hard
gonna play
to
the
make this
fucking
happen, I
air
couldn't be
traffic
more proud.
controller
I mean, today was a
message because
really,
it's kind of
really
cool. I
special
listened to part of it, then I was outside and I walked away, and
when he heard
kind of cool to hear it.
happen? Have you had a chance to talk to him once you landed? I know he never sleeps, so he might be up right
Someone
now.
explained to Danny Rebel what's been going on. So we did a poll, Danny. We did a poll, and a vast majority of people wanted to ban Joe.
Right, so I was going to get about 2 hours of sleep, and the two of us ended
And
up
I decided
for about
not
an
to.
hour on the way back from Turkey. He's super excited.
I said
about
this is a dictatorship.
a place he knows so well. You know, Palm Beach International is actually one.
I did the
now obviously
opposite of
President Donald J.
Chris.
Trump International Airport,
I
but it's one of
wasn't
the
gonna
fastest growing
ban him
airports in the
either
country,
way.
and, you know, Palm Beach is obviously incredibly explosive. I mean, it's one of the fastest growing areas in the country.
And I think people, was it 71%? I thought it was 76%. I could be wrong. It probably was 71.
Obviously, coming back from Ankara, and you guys covered that trip
It probably
incredibly
was.
well, but beyond excited.
And of all
and,
people,
you know, he's
Scotty's
certainly humbled by it.
said ban him.
And he's a proud dad, I'm sure.
Scotty said ban him.
Congratulations, Eric.
I was like, hey.
Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, see, there's Chris. He said he planned on banning. Well, I planned on not banning him. I did the opposite of Chris. And you know why I didn't ban him, Chris? Because he wanted me to ban him. He said to do it. So I said, you know what, Joe? You know what's going to happen, Joe? You're not going to get your way. Not going to happen. Then he's like, I will super chat you if you ban me. I'm like, Joe, I'm not falling for that shit. I want to hear the air traffic controller. The first, I listened to part of it. All right, Trump name is now official. Where's the fucking air traffic controller? Oh, they're gonna be blasting him. First flight, come on. Oh, CNN, they have to talk shit. Like, can we just hear the fucking what he had to say? Whatever, we're not gonna be able to find it because you know how the fucking media works. You know how the media works. Oh shit. Is this new? No, this is from yesterday. Sorry about that. That's from yesterday. I thought that was new. But yeah, so we kept Joe, unfortunately. Kind of regretting it. Preliminary hearing reveals more key information. We already seen that. That's nothing new at all. Holy shit. Yeah, the Iran situation, there's nothing really moving. Other than we did hit a lot of targets, over 100 targets last night, which last night for them is like this morning, right? Different time zone, if you will. Yeah, Iran's gonna find out. They're gonna really find out, guys. We'll see what happens.
What's up? You better back up.
Gas prices are gonna go back up, though. You better believe it.
Hey, you better back up. Hey,
Turn this
doesn't matter.
down
You're already
just a
committing
little bit
assault.
so it's not
You're already
screaming.
committing assault, dog. You can't be that close in someone's face. You're already committing assault. Back up. Check it out. He's allowed to defend himself. He's allowed to defend himself.
That's right. That's right.
Hey.
Call the cops. Stupid.
Hey, Curly Boy.
Curly boy.
Calm down. You're not gonna win today.
Call the fucking
You're not gonna win.
You guys, fuck it.
Yeah, long hair does have an issue. Get
Long
Curls
hair.
out of the way. Keep it moving, Curls.
Yeah, that's right.
Get out of here, Curls. Hey, Kenya, security.
Kenya.
Deal with this long hair, this moron. Hey,
Call the cops.
keep it moving. Hey.
He said,
keep it
I'm a
moving.
cop.
Call them.
Call the cops.
Asking her to do what she promised to
Hey
do.
there, Casey.
And you're going to jail.
What's your name, Dad? What's your name?
My name is Karen Response Team.
Name is
You two are
Daddy.
Fucking Karen.
That's right. Uh-oh, Karen's.
Oh, I'm a Karen.
You're a Karen for sure.
Karen 1, Karen 2.
Karen. You're a Karen.
Hey, don't touch that shit again. Don't touch. Hey, don't touch it again. Do it again. What's up, doggy? What's up? You want to go mutual? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Do it again. Do it again. I'll get your ass moving.
Get your ass moving.
Get your ass moving, boy.
This is
Go do his
California
hair
too,
when he
so
gets back.
you can get away with a lot of things.
God's gonna get
You go do his hair when he gets back. Oh, what's up, big dog? What's up? You better get in that little car. I got his license plate.
What's your identification?
I got his license plate. Don't worry. Cops are coming. I guess. Don't worry. You stay here. You two stay here.
You two stay
Not in
here.
trouble. You can't commit assault like that and think it's okay. Yep.
You have it on camera.
Yep. You committed assault. And then you hit my shit too, buddy. And then you assaulted us, bud.
You committed battery by defending yourself.
You guys committed assault. No.
Committed assault and you committed battery.
Buddy, people are allowed to defend themselves. You don't even understand the difference. You don't understand the difference.
So touching me.
You got too close, he can defend himself. He can defend himself. But what did I do? You came and touched my shit. See, you already did it to me. So I
We are streaming on X, Rumble, Kick, and obviously YouTube. So if you guys are on X or X, give me a follow there. But if you're on Rumble or Kick, give me a follow there. I'm trying to get on Rumble to get to the, I need 100 followers to get their creator content program, whatever it is. And here soon, I'm going to be doing a special type show, we'll call it, on Rumble. It'll only be on Rumble. It will not be on YouTube because we can't do some shit on here. But it will be on Rumble exclusively, so check it out there. And I'll let you guys know, too, when I get that set up as to what we're going to be doing. But it's going to be whiskey and cigar themed. We'll just say that. Let you know about that much. And I'm hoping the first show will be pretty killer. Have a different format, probably guest type format.
Don't worry, they're gonna watch our
Probably a weekly thing, once a week. Because I ain't smoking a cigar more than that.
Hey, camera doesn't lie.
Show me your video evidence. Show me your.
Security saw him attack us. You guys are all gonna be in trouble.
But yeah, on Rumble, it's the Patriot Chit Show is the channel.
How you doing? Another great day out here. This guy just thought he'd come and assault my guy and think it's okay. Yeah. I don't, what? Yeah. Now, what do we feel about Karens? What do we think about Karens during the day? We don't
Drop
like Karens.
a link. Let me see if I can
Karens
find
are
it.
no bueno. No bueno at all. I like your style, buddy. I like your style, buddy.
Be safe out here.
Yep. This guy just got attacked, so.
There's the link to Rumble. I think it shares it too, but there's the link that's live right now. You can check it out. Just hit the follow. Appreciate you guys if you did.
Where'd he go? Where's our guy? Right there. 12 o'clock. See that guy go up on my guy like that? You saw? Okay, good. I just want to make sure because we always rely on security to make sure we give their 2 cents. People aren't allowed to come up and assault people like that, you know?
Unless they want their teeth cleared
Just
out.
Make sure you tell them what you saw is all. That guy came in my guy's face. No bueno.
With the whiskey cigars? No, we'll see. We'll see.
Hey, did you see him smack my stuff? Yes. Yes, you did. You saw it. Oh. Aha.
Oh, I'm gonna share the
Sir,
actual.
one of our guys was just attacked by
I'm
somebody.
gonna share the actual channel on Rumble. You should be able to.
Hey. Go get him. Go show him.
There's the actual
You gotta go
channel.
tell him
I think I
real
just
quick.
shared the link to the show that's on right now. But there's
God,
the
don't you
actual
listen-
channel.
Hey, I said you
Give me a
gotta be on
follow
it.
over
You
there
gotta
on
be
Rumble.
on.
That'd
Tell
be
him what's going on.
awesome. I need to hit
Quickly.
100.
You should have already did it right there. Why didn't you wave him down? Go right now and tell that guy what happened. Quickly. You don't just like let him pass. This guy's got footage of being attacked.
Ricky, appreciate this up.
That's like your guys' own security?
No, he's part of the
Your own
yeah,
security.
but
No.
he said he saw. But so this guy right here, yeah, we were over here talking to someone, we turn around, see him like literally chest checking our guy, and we start coming to him. He pushes us off him, telling him to stop. And then he comes and gets me. So
Okay.
he's a problem. That guy's a problem. See, they're just trying to fight the whole time.
You guys need medical attention?
So what we do here in these situations, because it's very evident that people don't understand they're assaulting someone already, right? So what we can do is we would usually issue a PPA today, but so we don't ruin people's day. We always offer instead of getting them arrested because we.
But Joe, you are a stalker.
That he can go ahead and. Offer
Joe,
an
you're a
apology
total
to him
stalker,
in front,
man.
And if we accept it like that, but if he doesn't, if they don't want to own it and understand what they did, we do a PPA.
I'll be right back.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, we're gonna stay about 10 feet behind you, so we're not interfering. Yep.
Yes, Joe gives me creepy vibes too.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. You can't
I was trying to get this, the flaw in this road out.
Officer Chris 2.0.
So
yeah, that is true, Deez. He comes here because not allowed any. He's been kicked out of everywhere else. So he does cause the interaction rate to go up like crazy. People love talking shit to him for the obvious reason.
Honk the horn in front of the cop. So you always try to get the Sarge too. See that right away over there? Get on the side.
Gotta have the Sarge.
Yeah, she's on drugs. I think she's been taken over by the Lord.
Give you these people in the mighty name of Jesus. I give you these people in your hands and I pray. Call it evil. Alright,
Sorry, you guys are... No, not me. No, hey, deal with... Hey, pull that shit again and we will arrest you.
Pull that shit again, we will arrest you.
Him. It was him. Hey, dude. No, hey, you should press charges. Hey, you should press charges. This guy doesn't care. He just attacked you and he doesn't care. You should press charges. You should 100%.
For disturbing your time. Thank you, I appreciate it.
That's how you be a man about it.
Yeah.
Okay? Could have been a man earlier.
I respect you for that.
Thank you.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
I respect
Just
you.
act right next time. You don't have to touch people.
You can't advance on somebody like that and expect.
I think we should get it in case we.
Unless you want to get really handsy.
Okay, perfect. Alrighty. Let's go. All right. Hey, act right. You can't touch people. Can't touch people. All right. All right, Cupcake. Alrighty. So there you go. He's got it. All right, pansies. Have a good day. Hey,
appreciate it, everybody that's over there on Rumble, guys watching. We're getting people watching over there. Appreciate Easy. We got Ginger followed. Appreciate that.
Now, okay.
Thank you.
You are
on the road to 100 over there. We'll get there eventually. It'll be great.
You need to go.
That's really what I'm waiting on, guys. Once I hit 100 over there, that's when I could start doing the new show I want to do over there. I need to hit that 100 though. Once I get that 100, we'll be good. We're 1/4 there. We have 25, 24 followers.
Wow, now they're cussing out the police. See that?
Joe is creepy.
Guys, this is who we're dealing with out here.
Creepy Joe.
We're out of their way.
I don't know if Rumble is a watch hour thing, but you need 100 followers to get into their creator content program or whatever, the initial step.
We do have cameras.
That's the only thing I'm aware of. I don't know if there's any other criteria, to be very honest with you, but I know that's the first step I need on Rumble is the 100 followers. And then there's other things once you go higher up in the tier. They have tiers. I just don't know what they are, to be honest with you, off the top of my head.
We're just where the cops are. Stop talking. Stop talking. Drive that way, buddy. Look, just do what you're told. You could have listened to
all
Daddy
the subs, everything. Yeah, she's got those SSRIs. They always do.
I'm your daddy.
I'm your daddy, bitch. Now the guy's acting tough because the cops are there, right?
Who's their daddy? Hey, who's their daddy? Who's their daddy? I'm their daddy. I'm your daddy. I'm your daddy. And I'm everybody's daddy.
Damn right.
You're gonna find out what you got. Y'all better listen to that cop.
Better listen to the cop.
Stopping you there, bozo. Keep it moving, Cupcake. Stop doing the drugs and you'll do better. Seriously, lay off the guys. They know you're like that going down.
Sharp Talon, what up? How we doing tonight? Thank you for watching over on Rumble.
Yeah, they called for us, basically. Yeah.
And we also got Wolf over there. Subscribe. Appreciate you guys over there on Rumble. But yeah, Rumble is going to be probably the go-to for me in the future.
cross
Oh.
into this.
Well, you know, lieutenants and
Does
sergeants
Joe
have already
sniff
let us
Chinese
know
girls like Joe
when people
Biden?
chest check
Oh,
you, you're
good
more than
lordy.
capable to do it, open palm
Do you,
to back
Joe?
'em up. So
Do
that's,
you?
That's what they're gonna get if
There's
anything.
been an
So,
allegation
how do you pronounce
made.
your name? Hunge? Are you trying to say, dude? I don't even want to pronounce what I think you just said. Hung. We're not gonna go hung. It's Hunge. Hunge. All right, dude.
Yeah,
Alright, dude.
7
You
viewers.
wrestler,
Yeah,
don't fuck
Sharp
with him.
Talent.
He is
7
a
viewers
wrestler. Look at his
on
all fucking-
Rumble tonight. 3 times as many as last night. Yes. Mega strong, baby. Let's go. Got another one over there.
Yeah, he had the issue.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. The Rumble is where it's going to be at, guys.
They're
To be
always
honest
the
with
issue.
you.
We're just out here saying,
For me, definitely in the
He just got
future.
too close. He
Yeah, that's
came
it.
from the front door.
I'm gonna probably do short 1 hour type format shows over there. I like the setup, and the main thing I really like about Rumble is the one thing that's just super stupid and simple. But if you go to their emojis, they got Trump, 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 Trump.
You guys are awesome.
Who's that? Vance,
All right,
maybe?
take care, you
Trump.
guys. Thank you.
American
Appreciate you guys.
flag.
Have a good day. Hey, what was
Trump.
your name, sir? Is it
They got like 8
Is it
Trump
Bedoya?
emojis.
Bedoya? All right,
Like,
guys,
come
all
on.
right. You three keep up the good work.
They got
Just
the
know,
one after
when
he
we're
was
here,
shot too, right? Like, look at that shit. Like, come on. That's
He's
base.
82nd Airborne. That's why he guesses things.
Yeah, you can say whatever the fuck you want over there too.
All right, guys, so
Exactly.
look, are we your
On
easiest
here,
call today?
I'm not. I
Have
mean,
we
I
been your easiest
probably
call?
push the envelope, and some of my shit gets marked as
Really, what would have been
18 and older content. Very rarely, but
What would be an
I
easy
do
one?
stop myself from saying some shit
Cat
sometimes.
in the tree. I knew it. Cat in the tree.
And you can't
Cat-
show
cat
anything.
in the
Like,
tree.
I don't
Alright,
think you
guys,
could
hey,
show
you guys stay
drinking
safe.
or smoking or. I
Appreciate
mean,
you
I don't
guys.
really
Take
smoke
care, guys.
cannabis or
Alright, appreciate
anything,
you
but you can't show it.
Hey,
Um,
Kenya, you did good with them. You didn't
I mean,
talk
what
to
if
them
I
at all,
wanted
though.
to, right?
Kenya, that's our boy. That's our boy.
Yes, less
Zimbabwe,
censored.
That's what I call him.
Zimbabwe.
That's
So yeah, I will be doing some shit on there. And I think the first show I'm gonna have a couple Patriots on there for the whiskey and cigar show.
Thomas, I feel like you thought
And I want to
something
have
was
it to
gonna
where
happen there,
people
Thomas.
could call in and shoot the shit
Thomas?
too. Not video, just
I feel like you
audio.
thought we were gonna get in
But I'm
trouble
gonna
for
need someone to
something.
screen the shit because I don't want some
You knew-
dingling on there,
You knew we
you
weren't
know,
gonna get in trouble, Thomas.
saying off the wall shit that's irrelevant, right? Because you
He
know
already said, hey guys, nothing's gonna happen if they come.
I don't
Nothing's
drink or
happening,
smoke.
they
Well,
said.
hey, you can still
Look,
come on.
See? These guys are bringing out the big guns. They're bringing out the big guns.
But
I
yeah,
like it.
need to get to 100 on that Rumble.
I like these guys a lot. So these
Shit,
two
they even have the dog with the
should
glasses
get a
on there.
raise. Dave, come here, Dave.
Please not block the cards.
There's no blocking. Dave, look, I'm about to block you from talking anymore, Dave. Hey,
Dave.
Hey, rule maker, Dave. How about this, Dave? I don't like you very much, Dave. Who likes Dave? Not this guy.
Nobody likes Dave.
So Dave's in a lot of trouble. Don't talk to Dave in there, lady. He just got put on a timeout. Dave's in a lot of trouble. Yeah. You can't. You're not allowed.
Why
to put
does
me on
Somalia
timeout,
have
though, okay?
single drugstore?
No timeout.
Or why doesn't Somalia have a single drugstore? Because they
I feel
have
like
to
you
take
must have
medicine
been
on an
informed at some
empty
point in life, but
stomach.
Then you started working at Trader Joe's. So a lot of bad life decisions were.
That's
were,
terrible. That's funny.
Mixed up in that one. You know what I mean? Whoa. Ooh, it's Dragon Ball.
I figured you were, Teddy.
Dragon
Love
Ball
the
now.
cigars and whiskey. Yeah, I got some good shit. Obviously, we're not sitting here drinking, but I got some good whiskey. Maybe we'll have to do like an in-person one
Everyone keep
too.
your- Oh, look how he parked, guys. Look. So look. First,
Nice
first
park
problem
job.
is how he parked, okay? Second problem is the attitude, people. Okay? Second problem is the attitude.
And
this
we got
guy
another person
is a
over there.
pool
Appreciate
guy.
you guys going over to Rumble, checking it out. That's where I need people to give
This
me
is
the
pool guy that
follow
parks incorrectly
and
in front
all
of your
that good
house.
shit. Appreciate
I mean, I
it.
don't like to pin a nickname on people, but yeah, no bueno.
Red card.
How do we feel about this? Uh-oh. Heads up.
I become a
Uh-oh,
little
he's a problem for sure.
clear on the
We
whiskey.
called you an agitator. You're an agitator, bud.
Yeah, I got a couple nice bottles I'll break out.
What's up, fellas? What's up, brother? I like your videos on YouTube. Thank you, big dog. I just gotta show everybody We saw him. What's up, man? Good to meet you, man. Thank you for your support, brother.
Cognac and cigars.
But I understand why people get pissed off.
Yeah, you know, everyone's allowed to be themselves, right?
But yeah, I gotta go, man, I've seen
Yeah.
the first time.
Why don't you like it? How fun.
Brandy, I do bourbon. I do bourbon.
It is.
That's
right?
what I like.
It's
I
important.
like bourbon.
It's important. Right on, man.
I don't like
So, yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. It pisses people off
rye.
for
I don't
using
like
drinks.
really
And, you know, and
anything
if
else.
they wanna
I do
get pissed off, so be it.
pure
Otherwise, if
bourbon.
they just come
That's
they're just
that's
gonna be
my
nice to them,
go-to.
Just like right now.
Let me grab this
There you
bottle
go.
real quick. I got a pretty cool one I haven't
Just
capped.
honk it as old
Let me
lady.
grab it real quick.
Are you okay, sweetie? Oh, he's taking away. Oh, look, he just.
Got to
stole
go
her.
in the old cabinet.
Ooh. He is a gentleman. He gentlemanly stole this dude's
Gentlemanly stole.
Whoa. Look, he scared her off. You scared her off when she honked and the dude took her in, dude.
There it is.
I hope you get her
You
back.
missed American Oak
buddy.
Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, 92 proof,
Yeah.
46% alcohol to volume.
This guy was quick with it. He went
This
right
is-
in with the
this
arm
stuff.
swoop and wow. Look, we're gonna make sure she comes back, buddy. Good job. You are a gentleman, sir.
I don't know if you're allowed to show alcohol. I've done it before on YouTube. Fuck them.
This one needs assistance too.
Give me more reason to
She
go
does
over to
too,
Rumble.
Right there. Here you go. See that? You are a gentleman.
Break out the pappy. Nah, that's
He's like, look.
That's
I
the good
swear
stuff.
I didn't take your lady. Look,
I got a
look,
couple
Eddie's
bottles
helping me.
that are pretty decent.
Guys, can I
Just
give
a
you an
couple.
award, sir?
I mean a
Chivalry is
couple.
not
I mean
dead
a
with this
couple.
one.
Quite a few.
Jesus
Knob
Christ,
Creek.
Rico
I don't have
Suave
any
in the
Knob
house.
Creek.
People.
I don't have a bottle. I have.
He
I don't
just
have.
took two down in 2 minutes.
I would consider.
This
I mean, it's
guy
not generic,
has
but I
serious
consider Knob
game,
Creek like
and I don't even
a
think he's
higher
tapped
shelf
into it.
than Gentleman Jack or something, right? So I don't really carry stuff like that.
I thought I had that pretty damn Risley. Damn. Sir, can I be your Padawan? You know what I'm saying? The kid's stealing.
As a matter of fact,
Damn. That guy was on point. That guy had so much. He didn't even need to talk. He just had to extend an arm.
didn't even
Snapped
need to
that one
talk.
up. The other one looked in her eyes, opened her door. She melted. The orange hair melted. Did you guys see it? You saw. You were rizzed up by the dude too. He was too. He knows it. He was a little rizzed up by that dude. Shake that off. Shake it off. I gotta get back on my game. I can't be letting him take all my shit like that, dude. He took two chicks right.
Let's see if I can figure out how to open this damn thing.
All right, check it
Jesus
out.
Christ.
Gotta get pumped up. Gotta get pumped up. You know what I mean, saying? You know what I mean? Like, hey. Put the A game on, dog.
Seen him earlier. He was talking so much.
I've had that 82nd Airborne. Is that the one out of? Is that a Washington
Big Rizzler's gone.
produced
right?
one?
Right?
I think I've had that. Actually, I
Sweetie,
think
you
I
a
have it
wonderful man
still.
right
Some
there,
of
okay?
it.
You guys look wonderful together. You guys have a great day, okay? You too. Okay, bye-bye, you guys.
Have
Stay
you
safe.
Jimmy
Bye-bye,
Red
you guys.
Corn.
You guys are awesome. Thank you. Yep. Yeah. Oh, so he's stroking himself. Dude, are you a stroker, doggy? Are you stroking it? What are you doing over there?
I'll grab
Huh?
something real quick. I'll
Who
be
are
right
you?
back.
Who the fuck are you, dog? What's up? You better back up before you fucking... What's up, fool? What's up? All right, let's do it. Come on. What's up? What's up, big dog? What's up, big dog? Oh, we got a knife. All right. Look at that. We got a knife. Okay. Pulling a knife out. Let's go. Look at this guy. There's always a knife puller. Hey. All righty. Happens like that. There he is, guys. Stay right there, boy. Stay right there, little boy. At any point, a knife can be pulled. Just remember that. Always keep your distance. Always keep your distance. So if you notice, I'm always saying big words when people do something stupid. I don't even care if the cops come, honestly. It's just to calm them down, keep them at bay, make sure they're not doing something stupid so I have to mace them or do some stupid shit. Yeah, people make bad decisions, guys. You gotta be on point.
Hi, Wire. Don't think I've
You can't be
ever.
getting too close. You gotta watch his hands. I saw his hand behind his pocket the whole
Don't think
time.
I've ever had any of that. I'm gonna
You
write
guys
that down.
gotta be
High
standing.
Wire.
You can't just be out here just
Steel pot
willy-nilly
or
just doing
copper
stuff and not paying
pots.
attention. Okay, things can happen quick. If you're not ready, might get stuck.
I like
so
that.
You gotta be careful.
But yeah,
This guy
the
can
glass
be
matters.
careful.
I like
Hard
using a
giving it
nice,
well.
heavy
How you doing,
bottomed
buddy?
glass.
Good, brother.
The old
Good, bro.
Waterfords.
Oh, thank you, brother. Appreciate you, dog.
This is no more of a
Dude just pulled
decorative
the knife
one.
out on us. No way. Yeah. just that.
1776,
People are cray-cray.
right, boy.
See that? This is how you want to act, just like
I don't
normal.
know if these were
Just wanna be a
commemorative
normal
in
guy.
76. I think
No
these are
need
from
for any other than
1976, right?
No need. That shit gonna wind
Pretty
up
sure
in
they're
prison.
old. I got them
Have a
from
good day,
someone
sweetie.
that said they were
Bye-bye.
old, but I don't know how to check if they're actually old or from
All right, buddy. Take
1976,
care.
but
Thanks
whatever,
for the
yeah.
support, man.
I think this
Appreciate
was the
you. All right,
anniversary
Lincoln.
for
Have a good one, buddy.
then, right? Pretty cool.
You
Still
gotta
here.
Pull a knife out.
Dipshit is still
You
here.
have no balls. Let me tell you something. If you a man, if you an alpha, you ain't ever.
Dipshit
gonna
is
let
definitely
that
still here.
ever. If you can't just come out and handle, you like the epitome of a beta. Like if you gotta go immediate to a little switchblade, because you're the one trying to like come up and be like, hey, what's up, man? Listen to me, dude. You are this big on the Richter scale of man. I want to be very clear about that, okay? If you are someone pulling knives
This
out,
has a really
no
good
bueno,
smell, so it's
okay?
this guy here.
First off, you don't know how to handle
Good
yourself.
smell.
You don't know how to fight. You don't know how to be a man.
Smells
Anyone
hot.
who's doing
It's
that
gonna be a
is
hot.
basically
It's gonna be a
running
burner. You could tell it's kind of a
from
burner by the.
confrontation that usually they're creating. Okay,
the
can
smell.
I reiterate that? You are usually afraid and
See the
running
nice legs on it.
from a problem that you instigated.
You probably
in
can't
the
see
first
that on
place.
the.
Okay, so you can't even man
See
up.
if you can see
grab your
the
ball sack,
legs on there.
and just come out and handle.
No. Need a
What?
better camera. Probably a camera
Nice,
from
who
the
does
top,
that? I'll tell you
so you
what.
can see the legs.
Probably raised by his mom. Okay, no daddy figure to let him know it's cracking. He had a bunch of lame ass tattoos. I hope you see.
Did
this.
great on Climatic Show. Yeah, I was Doug. I was
who
only
does
there
that?
for the
Like,
last, caught the tail
what
end
man
of
is
it.
like,
They
yeah,
sent me a
so
link, and
good.
I was
Who got a little
outside
knife
and
and, like, you
hanging
know,
out, doing some shit out there. I was like, I was gonna take a rain check, but I was like, nah, I shouldn't. So I went inside
How you doing,
and
brother?
took me a
Nice
while
bike,
to
dude.
get on. But yeah,
I like it.
whatever. They
It's like a
they
little
end
bit
about that
smaller
time
than the
anyway.
ones I'm
So
used to seeing, but hey,
I'll go on next time.
I'm
I got
still
the link
assuming
now,
it's 40
so
miles. There you go. See? 40 miles? Whoa. Okay, that's a good one. Usually, it only
yeah.
goes
Joe
20 or
doesn't.
25
Joe doesn't
miles.
know.
How
Joe
fast?
doesn't know anything.
20 miles?
Put your money
Oh,
where your
nice,
mouth is,
dude.
Joe.
All right. Max speed is 40? Whoa, these things are getting too fast. All right, man. You better be safe, okay, bro? You be safe, big dog.
Ooh, that's a hot one.
Do you need any help
That's
today,
a little
sir?
hot.
All right. You need
Not
some
the
money,
best.
don't we all, sir? I'm out here trying
Not
to,
the best.
trying to work hard so I can
I
get
would
some money
probably
too,
not
sir.
recommend this.
That would be fun if I had security, my own security, huh? Wouldn't that be fun?
I would not recommend
That
this
would
one.
be fun.
It's all right if you're
Would
into
be
that
fun. Would be
oaky.
something.
If you're an
Okay,
oaky,
buddy. All right, sir.
you'd
Thank
love
you,
it.
sir.
I'm not an
See
oaky
that?
person.
It'll be quick. It's just giving all
Super
your rights away
oaky.
today for like 10 minutes only.
Almost too
10-minute
overpowering.
right giveaway.
Yeah, who called Klaya a kike? That's what I wanted to know.
Oh, you're not.
That's
with
true.
the
Who
police.
did that?
It's with
Fess
the police,
up.
you know. So he's confusing. We only do this when an officer shows up, and then what we do is we get the personal information. Then we set up an appointment to come back and talk to him later.
This lady's
Are
like,
you
what?
having
Whoa,
a time
what
for
are
an
you talking
appointment
about?
later? No appointment time. Wait, do you even work here?
No, I'm on my lunch.
You don't even work here.
Yeah, this whiskey,
Will
yeah,
you
it's not
stop
that
doing this to
good.
People who don't work. Okay.
I bought it
So,
just because it was
date
cool.
of birth,
As a
real
matter of
quick,
fact, I
just gonna
got
jot
this
down-
as a gift. I take that back. I got this as a
okay.
birthday gift.
Last letter of the
I'm pretty
name.
sure I did actually. Yeah, I got it as a birthday gift, if I'm not mistaken, this one. And it's by
Dang it.
2XO,
Almost had it.
2 times Oak by Dixon. Fuck does that even say? Deadman? Dixon Deadman? Dixon Deadman. I'm just gonna go to the website. Curious to see how much. Are you of drinking age? I mean, come on, seriously? A new breed of blender. So he's a blender. Oh, blender himself as the most prolific American whiskey blenders in the industry, known for high quality, proof, robust bourbon and rye blends. I don't like rice. Grew up in the whiskey trail infusing industries. Dude gives a shit. You don't really need credentials to do whiskey. I think that's just a selling point to make it cost more. Where to find our story? Don't give a shit. There we go. Let's go to buy now. I actually have never gone to their website or looked at any of this. I'm trying to figure out this one I have. If it's still on here. Oh my god, I'm not going to spend all day looking through this shit. Seriously? What is it called? You Missed? Maybe it's limited. Don't have it anymore. Whatever. Whatever. Not there anymore. But yeah, that's the company it came from. Current releases. Here we go. American Oak. That's probably this one here. They probably just bottled it. They probably just branded it with this shit on it. That's probably what it is this one, the Oak series. Unless they have a separate one. Yeah, it's just that one that they branded. That's all it is. So it's going to be this one. So let's learn more. American Oak is the first blend in the Oak series. It is very oaky, by the way. Double oak technique. Yeah, I could tell that shit. It's oaky as fuck. This shit should have been called Okie Dokie. Barrels with a moderate rye bourbon mash bill, 18%. Matches consistent taste, and yeah, that is all true. Oaky as fuck. From sweet, rich caramel. I don't know if it does any of that. It's just straight oak. Savory. Does have the nutty notes, but it's straight to that. None of that other shit. Mild spice. I don't know about that. It's definitely up there. So that's wrong. It's probably not the right one. Tasty notes. Definitely not vanilla. Definitely no honeysuckle. Caramel. Little bit. Little zest. I don't smell the vanilla though, or the honeysuckle. There's no sweet smell to this shit at all. Yeah, bad whiskey needs ice. It's not bad. It's just not my cup of tea. It's not my. Let me get rid of the Liberty Patrol thing off the top there. It's just not mine. Let's see the taste. How accurate this was. Butterscotch, no. Roasted cashews, no. Roasted cashews, yes. The finish, yes. Peppery spice. That is the finish is right. They got one thing right. So they got the nose. They got the fucking vanilla. Or I'm sorry, not the vanilla, the caramel, the zest, taste. They got the roasted cashews and then the pepper for sure. But yeah, the rest of the shit, I don't think it's that great. I would probably never recommend that one to anybody ever. What's new? And there is, I used to have a subscription to random whiskeys and stuff. I don't anymore. I probably should re-sign up for that. They'd send you so much random shit that it's like, you run out of space to store it, right? Because I don't drink that much. I have conservative Republican beliefs. I feel the Republican Party died in 2012. Then Joker came in. What the hell are you talking about? You guys, Canadians don't even have a conservative party. You guys are like, you have socialists and Democrats. Like the left wing, the right wingers there. Like what's his name? Tommy Temper. You know who that is? He's all for like trans shit and like the LGBT stuff, like hardcore. Like nothing wrong with the gays, but he's like hardcore into it. It's like, well, that's why your independence movement's not really going anywhere. But yeah, I'm gonna get rid of that. Let me go back over here, put this back up. This link I have. Hopefully I still have it. These idiots. Tibetan activists arrested after chaining themselves to the UN building in New York City. Bunch of dumbasses. Yes, right, Ed? It's a joke. I lean Republican. You guys don't have a Republican Party there. What the hell are you talking about? absolute madness.
Free Tibet, China out! China out of Tibet now!
Tibet belongs to Tibetans! Tibet will stand up.
Where are all the lefties, right, supporting this?
Justice for Loga Ramsey! Justice for Loga Ramsey! Free Tibet, China out! We want the justice! Justice for Loga Ramsey! Justice for Loga Ramsey!
Justice for Loga Ramsey!
Slobbery, yes.
Justice for Loga Ramsey! Justice for Loga Ramsey!
Yeah, the conservatives are quote-unquote conservatives. What?
That's why we're here today!
Set yourself on fire, what the hell?
We should all skip everything for this and be here to support! Free Tibet!
What?
Free Tibet! Can you tell me why you're Free Tibet! We're here because just last week, Loga Ramsey set himself on fire! He set himself on fire! He was all alone! Why did he set himself on fire?
Because he's crazy?
Nations, we want justice! We want a nation, we want
Holy shit, he set himself on fire? I don't know why they always do that shit.
Wake up, United Nations! Wake up, United Nations! Nation, are you there? We want justice! We want justice! Justice for Loga Ramsey! Justice for Loga Ramsey! Loga died for free Tibet! Loga died for
You could write him in. You could write him in now, Wolf. It's gonna have the same effect. You can only do the stunt once. You get burned out, right? You get burned out after doing it once, right? Oh my god, that's funny. When is the bot coming to Grok or and Grok coming to Rumble? I don't know if you can do that. Maybe you can. I'm waiting for Rumble to be able to integrate into the software I use. I don't think it's gonna happen, so I'm switching software pretty soon. As a matter of fact, so that all the chat is integrated and good to go. Well, yeah, he needs to be 35 or older to be president, but whether he's 35 or not, I don't think he's ever going to have a chance. Third parties will never have a chance in our country, which sucks. Wish that wasn't the case. Yeah, it's just unfortunate. We'll probably never see a third party actually manifest ever in this country. We almost had the opportunity with the Tea Party, but that got taken over by the feds. Ross Perot was a paid shill. He was put in there to get. If you know anything about that, Ross Perot was just he was working for the man. Just like the socialists always do. Well, you need a political party first. Once there's an established third party, I would love to see that. As a matter of fact, I think the socialists will probably be more likely to develop a party before anybody else because there's so many fucking of them. Like, it's crazy.
Okay, we gotta move back.
Fat cop, holy shit. Any other hobbies? Wouldn't you like to know, CC? TV? Hey, I've watched enough of Patriot Front where my radar was going off with that group. I'm just saying, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I've never seen more of a something more that got me, thinking it was organized. And or even if it wasn't, eventually groups like that get infiltrated. I would be surprised if it's not already infiltrated. If it is truly organic.
Shame on the Chinese government.
Play the video I posted in Discord. I don't even have Discord up. I'll look at it. What is it about? How long is it? Because I don't think you're gonna ever change my mind on them. I actually looked into them a lot more than you probably think.
United Nations, we want justice. United Nations.
Like, I could just show you their march and be like, oh, they're feds. Like, I don't know. People don't do shit like that. Militias don't do shit like that. I don't even know if they're considered a militia, are they? Twitter questions for 26 minutes. I've seen that. I don't know if I could watch that again. I know I've seen that actually. Is it kind of, it's not recent? What the fuck? She got a lock around her neck? Shut her up. Yeah, it's from last year. I've seen that. Yeah, I'm not going to be promoting Patriot Front. I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm not going to promote them. I think they're a Fed group, bro. I'll just be very blunt about it. I looked at them quite a bit, bro. Yeah, I'm not promoting Fed groups. I have a strong opinion. If they are not a Fed group, they're definitely infiltrated by Feds and ran by Feds now. Unless you could prove me otherwise. Prove me otherwise. Because I've seen that interview. Actually, I watched it twice. I watched it about a month ago as well. I rewatched it. And not to say, the Feds and groups is a bad thing, because every big group has them, but it just does not seem natural to me whatsoever. I don't see anything natural or organic about it. And especially the guy. I don't see any authenticity. I could be wrong. I always give that caveat. I could be wrong. Yeah, and he did something the other day that's recent. That's super long. I am not going to play that one either. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Just looking at the guy. There's another video that's pretty good. If you haven't, Fight Back podcast, go watch that. Trying to find their march in DC recently, like one that's kind of not just some CNN bullshit. It's obviously going to be a spin. That one's short. See, everything that talks about him in the media too is leftist, so it's like you can't actually get a fair representation there either. Man describes the moment the Patriot Front boarded his metro train. You know that's going to be biased. Just trying to find a video of just them marching in DC without all the fluff. And look, CNN, humiliated. MSN. And that one's too short. That's just like a... Okay, here's probably a decent one. This one's kind of just shows them rather than... Yeah, Zero they don't. Proud Boys do not agree with them. The dictator pardoned him. That's funny, Scotty's. The dictator, yes, this is a fucking dictator, yes. I like how you put that.
I think his name will live in Tibetan history.
See, the thing is if you go to their website, let me see, what is their platform? That's the thing. And maybe they updated it recently. When I looked into them about a year, I did a little research on them, right? Let's see if they updated it. Like a year and a half ago, they did not have anything. Just a bunch of shit like they want your money, right? They even have a... What's their website?
And now people inside Tibet are talking about him.
Let's go there. I like to go in primary source shit. I'm going to throw... okay, Angry is live. That's pretty cool. I'm just gonna pull this up. Not watch him, but pull it up. Is he live?
So he has no original.
Yes. Cool. So I'm gonna pull this up. It's just them marching, nothing crazy. I hate the media, they try to spin everything, but this guy's pretty much just filming them. Why I looked this other thing up real quick. There they are. See if they change anything on the website.
Every single one of you justifies the fucking right
Manifesto. There it is.
You stand up fucking
All right.
taller. You fucking pathetic pieces of fucking shit. Fuck you, scum.
That way they don't have to keep them.
Okay, so they did change it. All right, so exactly what I found. So very simple with the Patriot Front. All right, well, very simple. They don't believe in the Constitution, the United States Constitution. They want to actually alter and abolish it. That was their stance then. That's their stance now. They want to get rid of it. They want to make it more of a colonialist, European-style republic, not a republic like the founders. If you read their shit. So they finally published it because I read documents and stuff they wrote, and they finally read it. They finally have done it. So they're not about the United States Constitution that we have as, they want to alter or abolish it. They want to change the Constitution. So these would be in the same category, in my opinion, as people that are caught for the Constitutional Convention or Convention of States type people. It's actually the same group of people that were involved in the initial startup of it. That's what kind of drew my initial red flag, was that idea. So these people are not for the Constitution as it's written. They want to alter or abolish it. So that's kind of where I part with them. I don't agree with this group. They want to go back to this like European colonialist, and this kind of goes to, there's a gentleman I was on in the X space with. They're socialist, right? They're hardcore social. I'm not saying this group is, but these people are hardcore socialists. They don't believe in free speech. They're I'm not saying this group, but their values align with that European imperialist type philosophy of government, rather than true, like what our Constitution is. So yeah, I'm not for this group like whatsoever, bro. So they finally published, and I'll bring it up just for sake of bringing it up, but they finally published it, which I'm glad they did, because this is the same shit that they didn't have published before. The new American state, nation state. So yeah, not happening, bro. And I like how they use Alexander Hamilton when he was, and Theodore Roosevelt. They were like the forefront. Samuel Adams. Like, they use the Patriots, but they're actually, in my opinion, kind of disrespecting them, because they built the nation we have today. They want to alter and abolish it. So, I mean, I don't know. I disagree with them.
There was one time in January where a guy was stopped.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm not socialist. I don't believe in socialist tendencies, but this group seems like they probably would pair up very well, because they don't talk about economy or economics. So is this a socialist kind of group, just a right-wing type socialist group? That's what it's kind of vibing for me. Because they say, our unified effort for national sovereignty and collective liberty. So do you know what collective liberty is? It does away with individualism, or what we call rugged individualism, is what the founders founded this country on, not collective liberty. I don't believe in collective liberty. Collective liberty means you have to have collective duties, collective goals. Yeah, now that I'm reading, I'm glad they published this, because now I can have a stance without sounding like a dumbass. But let's go ahead and read it. I think now it actually Wolf hardens my stance that they are a shill organization. I don't know, I could be wrong, but let's go through it. So Patriot Front, guys, let's go through it here. So let's go through it. We'll read it together and go over this. All right, so we're on Patriot Front website. This is their manifesto: life, liberty, victory. I don't disagree with that. I'm not going to do the quotes, because I think they're kind of blasphemy to the principles in which our founders standing on, because this is not what our founders standing on. This is a whole new thing. All right, let's make it big, and we're going to read through line by line. And I'm not going to go into the historical stuff, because we don't have time for that. I might touch on some things, but I'm not going to touch on a lot. America stands at a crossroads of an era, which is true. An uncertain future lies in the hands of a new generation, which has been given a simple choice between sovereignty and subrogation. America suffers under the rule of an occupied government, right? Occupied government. Tyrants with delusions of infinite power have declared the American people too weak to revolt. The damage done to the nation will not be fixed with the approval of dysfunctional system, which remains America in name only, right? Democracy has failed. Okay, first problem I have right here. Democracy has failed this once great nation. First of all, we are not a democracy. We are a constitutional republic. The resurgence of the American spirit will bring with it the death of tyranny. Okay, so is Trump a tyranny? I don't get it. Where's the tyranny? We have, I don't know. The torch of the revolution has been lit. All right. When our pre-Columbian forefathers left their European homes, they found a savage continent. They held a variety of purpose, yet against a harsh life on the frontier and the common enemy in the strange and unexplored reaches of America, yet to be touched by civilization. They found a common cause and a common identity as Americans. From the varied nations and cultures of Europe, a new nation was forged in the flames of conquest. I don't disagree with that. E pluribus unum was the new creed that bound our people together with their pan-European identity as Americans. Well, that's kind of contradictory right here, because this means out of many, one, right? So that's kind of contradictory right there. To be an American is to be a descendant of conquistadors, pioneers, visionaries, and explorers. This unique identity has given us our ancestors, and this national spirit remains firmly rooted in our blood. All right. Our mission is a hard reset. And if anybody knows geopolitics and what a hard reset, or what you could call the Great Reset, this parallels with the globalist effort to cause a Great Reset. Go look up what the Great Reset is. This is just another code name for it. That's how I know this is probably funded by the billionaires and trillionaires that this group is probably alleging that they're against, just from my opinion. So the hard reset on this nation we see today, a return to the traditions and values of our forefathers. The same spirit that urged our ancestors onward to create this nation will once again be brought to light in a new America, okay? A new America. This is the same shit that the globalists talk about, the Great Reset, to bring about a new world order, will be built within its current, whatever the fuck that word is. I've never seen that. I have to look that up, because you don't put a word like that into something. I have no clue what that means. A state of despair or ruin as a result of age and neglect. Okay, it's current neglect from age or despair. Shameful iteration. Generation after generation lived in war and strife so that their descendants may know peace. It was their duty to give their lives in such a way. The torch is now passed to our generation. It is our duty to make their sacrifices mean something. See, this is going down to the socialist. This is socialist. I can almost guarantee it. From within a society ruled by those who have become unable to foresee any horizon beyond themselves, our goal is to create a union of Americans building the future. This new generation of patriots, that's matchwords, what they call in parlance of, politics, if you go real politics, right? Will live with loyalties to a greater cause and a great vision of the America that awaits their death. Okay, so loyalties to a greater cause. This is collectivism, or a better word, socialism that leads to communism. That's what those matchwords are. I don't know if they're a socialist group, but I'm seeing a lot of communist, Marxist lingo in this fucking document. And socialist speak is what I call it. Our national way of life faces complete annihilation as our culture and heritage are attacked from all sides. From the many individuals of our people, a collective will emerge. That's my problem right there. Right there. Full stop. Full stop. This is exactly the opposite of what we fought in 1776. Collectivism is exactly what we fought against. It was individualism, taking the sovereignty out of the crown and giving it to the people. So this is fighting against what America is about. A collective will emerge. I'm not a collectivist. I don't believe in Unitarianism. I don't believe in collectivism. I'm 100% opposite of this. And this would be collectivism in the sense of probably closer to Leninism. Not quite Marxism, but probably Leninism or Maoism. Or even more of like the Trotsky type, we'll say like the Bolshevik type, probably Jacobins. These are Jacobins. That's what it is. These are Jacobins. Now I'm connecting the dots. These are Jacobins. These are revolutionary Jacobins. Let's just be real. A network linking the faithful of our people together and strengthen unity. Okay, more collectivism speak. Within these bounds, we will begin the creation of a grand vision. Okay, let's define the grand vision. Let's see if they ever define that, because that's a matchword, right? That has a meaning within itself. Politics has played a large part in destroying this nation. I agree with that. Actually, I agree with that one line so far. And it is not Oh, and it will not be politics that will save us. Yeah, I agree with that one line so far. The state that governs us is wholly resistant to the change that is required to save the nation as it convulses and devours itself with unprecedented corruption. Okay, so this is where it's calling for basically the overthrow. This is a fancy way to say we need to overthrow the Constitution and reinstitute a new type of government that is not based on individual will, but based on collective will, that they consider the grand vision. So the grand vision is collective will, unitarian rule, kind of like they have in China, one party rule, no other rule. So this is opposite of what our founders fought for, and I think it's disrespectful that they actually have Mr. George Washington up here, Hamilton, General Patterson, Calvin Coolidge, Hamilton, Roosevelt, Sam Adams. Like, come on, bro. No way. Okay, I'm going to read it all. This nation once sought freedom from a tyrannical global power, and those who fought for liberty dedicated their effort to the people they served rather than the government that denied them a future. Well, that's contradictory of what they just said. Our people have conquered injustice before, both within our lands and within ourselves. Tyranny wields new implements today, yet it bears the same ugly face. Americans are on the threshold of becoming a conquered people. No foreign state waved its banner on the halls of governance, yet it was our flag which grew foreign as the years passed. A new tyranny must be met with a new resistance. Okay, so America's a tyranny. Okay, that's the premise here, right? So the premise is America's a tyranny, so therefore we need a resistance, a revolution to overthrow the current constitution and government. That's what this is alleging, right? So this is not putting America first. This is not Americanism. This is totally different from that. This is calling for collectivism and basically hardcore communism is what it actually is. Actually is what it is. Unitarian rule by one party. America needs a generation of brave men to fearlessly rise to face all threats to their collective interests. Okay, again, I'm not into the collective interests. I don't give a fuck about the collective interests. I'm not a collectivist. This is communist speak right here. This is communism, just militant communism. A generation steeled in their efforts to realize their grand vision of a new nation. Okay, so we have it right here. A new nation, right? It's a grand vision, which is based on which is collectivism, right? To build a new nation. This is gathering of the faithful, the true inherents of America will emerge our people onward to form a new state and a just state. So, okay. And this shit is written in like a fucking 5th grade level too. So this is probably written by AI. It's not even written... doesn't talk about economics or anything, which tells me unitarian rule. That means collective rule, which means controlling the means of production by the very people that would run this new government, which means communism. We must first instill a reformed national spirit within our people. A people free from the vices of modern world and people with a fever to see themselves free. The cohesion and unity of our people will be the most powerful weapon to use in our tireless struggle for the nation and tireless cause. Every soul who embeds in a struggle, indispensable, none of that shit matters. Right here, this is where it's important though. Our unified effort for national sovereignty and collective liberty. Okay, what is collective liberty? This is important. So you got to go back to John Locke. And I don't have time to go back into a political science class and create one here. But if you don't know what the difference between individual liberty and collective liberty, well, collective liberty is the basis of communism. Period. End of discussion. Individual liberty is the basis of the United States Constitution. So they are competing factions in what you could call, not politics, but political systems. The very basis of the difference between the two is collective liberty versus individual liberty. That's why our Constitution does not grant people rights. Our Constitution is a recognition that the government can't limit or restrict us. Collective liberty would be a written out document saying that they have to abide by certain terms. So I'm not going to read these pillars yet. All right, we'll read these 5 pillars. Democracy has failed. Well, we're not a democracy. And it is necessary to organize outside the conventional, whatever, America, none of this really matters. I'm not even going to bother reading that. The new American state, right? Nation state. In this age of lies and mistruth, there are abundant misconceptions about what an American is. Many include those in control of our current state, mistake others simply existing within one's American lands as Americans, or conceive it as American identity as universal that it ceases to exist altogether. That is a whole lot of, that is a run-on sentence that fucking whatever. To truly understand who is American, we must understand what the American nation is, what its interests are, and the nature of its inception. Well, they clearly don't understand the nature of the inception because they're quoting individualistic people that are for individual liberty rather than collective liberty as the basis for their whole movement, which is the definition of an oxymoron. The American nation has long since entered a journey where the American state has not followed on their increasing dividend path into a certain future. All right, increasing divergent path. Internal conflict with government has long sought to create a global-minded... Let me start that over. Internal conflict within the government has long sought to create a globally minded system ruling over a nationally rooted people. The debasement of our history and the vision of our founders have been both treasonous and prevalent to meet this end. The bulwark that prevents the degradation of our republic has, now they're calling it a republic, has been eroded and now remains... What the hell are they talking about? See, that's just confusing. You can't interchange those words and make sense to someone like me. That doesn't make sense. The American nation, and it's not an American nation, I don't know why they keep calling it that, is and has always been the American people, their culture and impact on the world and the world they inhabit, the vessel state. So the venal state sees the homeland as a mere source of production, a name for markers on a map. The nation must see their homes as a front of culture and inspiration. It is the accumulation of all ancestral sacrifices. It's a place where men were born, even great men died, cut down by foreign armies and their own blood. The state has long since ceased to advocate for the interests of this sensitive creature. Proper reflection on national interests must be implemented fully and absolutely. All right. The interest of our nation's cause is the interest of the American nation, thus American people, the culture, identities. Let's skip through some of this because in this effort to make manifest the most natural and essential instincts of man, many are, whatever the hell that word is. I know what it is, but whatever. This can only serve to has become value lies or truth, and I don't know why they're quoting this. Divide and conquer is what that is. The old Roman dictum must be the motto of never ever a nation which either hates or fears us, or collective liberty. Okay, this is where they try to define it. See the capital letter on liberty. When you capitalize something, it's meaning you're going to define it, right? Collective liberty is the freedom of our people, our people must share from the forces which seek nothing less than our binding and conditional submission. What the fuck does that mean? Collective liberty is the freedom. So liberty and freedom are actually two separate words. They have two distinct meanings. So there's another problem I see with this. So collective liberty is the freedom our people must share from the forces which seek nothing less than our binding and unconditional submission. So we must submit to the collective for our freedoms? Like that, I mean, that one sentence, weird. It is the principle that we must, it is the principle that we must exist. National sovereignty, okay, they're going to define this too. These are definitions, guys. National sovereignty is the inalienable right of our nation to determine the state of that existence of our own and for our own. It is the principle of our national free will. Okay, that's how you want to define it. That's not how it's defined, but that's a new definition. So in political science, when you start defining new things, you have to look at things through the lens in which they define things. So now with that lens that they've defined these two terms, which actually don't define the words in modern politics or even real politics or even geopolitics, these are new definitions. So reading this, you have to understand the new definitions in which they're talking about. So when they say liberty or freedom, they're talking about collective liberty. When they're talking about national sovereignty, They're talking about the nation determines, right? Not the people. This doesn't say the people. Our nation determines, which is the collective will, not the people's will. So this is the opposite of what we have today. This is opposite of the Constitution. Those of foreign birth may occupy civil status within the lands occupied by the state, and they must even be dutiful citizens, but they may not be American. Okay, let's read that again. Those of foreign birth may occupy civil status within the lands occupied by the state. So again, the state, not the people. And they may even be dutiful citizens, yet may not be American. Membership within the American nation is inherited through blood, not ink. Huh? American? Okay, whatever. That doesn't make sense, first one. Even those born in America may yet be foreign. Even those born in America may yet be foreign. Nationhood cannot be bestowed upon those who are not of the founding stock of our people, and those who do not share the common spirit that permeates our... So, okay, this is where it goes into this right here. Dysphoria. You know what dysphoria is? Is a group of people that leave their nation, their homeland, go somewhere else, and they live. So dysphoria means they have no actual attachment to the country in which they're at. They're genetically part of a different country. So they're talking about basically making the United States Europe. They ain't gonna happen. I would never support this group in a million years after reading this. I'm glad I'm reading this. Thanks for pointing this out to me, Wolf. One of the most self-evident truths of humanity has proven itself in alignment of nations and states, where one state exists over... Are you a socialist or a communist, Wolf, at all? Just curious. Are you like of that kind of flavor, like right-wing communist, socialist, authoritarian type flavor, European type communist, socialist, whatever you want to label it? Because that's kind of what this is. All right, whatever. One of the most self-evident truths. I'm not going to read any of that. Okay, America is truly unique in this pan-European identity, which forms. Yeah, and I don't think I'm going to read all of that. The top I read, I wasn't going to read it all, but the more I read this, the more I'm like, oh my good lord. Yeah, whatever. Victory achieved. Yeah, so I. Henry Ford. Jesus Christ. Andrew Jackson. There's just way too much for me to read. But yeah, the beginning is all I need to read. I mean, there's a lot here. Submit an application. Well, that took a long time. But either way, there you go. We read a vast majority of that shit. Yeah. I like America. I don't think we need to get rid of our Constitution. I don't think we need to alter. I don't think we need to abolish the Constitution whatsoever. And I would say that that's what these folks want to do. Whether they go march around, they make a good speech, whatever it is. But I must say, by reading their actual documents, what they do might look cool and all that shit. But at the end of the day, that's what their documents say, right? I mean... Let's watch this a little bit. I'm not going to watch the whole thing.
Patriot Front.
3 minutes, okay.
Fraternal, nationalist, activist organization dedicated to upholding the traditions, defending...
Yeah, these are, I think they're National Socialists. I could be wrong. But yeah, there's that. So I watched it. Can't say I didn't. But yeah, I think they're National Socialists or communists of some flavor, whatever. Maybe I'm just labeling them wrong, but whatever. I'm not going to go through all of these. Actually, I'm going to run back through these because these are the individual videos I wanted to watch earlier that I didn't get to. Let me get rid of that. I'm going to go through all these videos really quick because... Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to run through a few of these.
Point in the proceeding, we're asking the court to keep focus on the purpose of this hearing. And as the justices said in the Estes case, the purpose of a trial and I know this isn't a trial, but the same logic applies, is to determine the defendant's guilt. It's not to educate the public or the victim's family or the world on what evidence.
Yeah, I'm not into the collective liberty thing. That's where they lost me.
We have witness availability problems. We spent the bulk.
They lost me with the collective liberty.
Arguing about.
Once you start talking about collective will, collective spirit, It's about the individual, the people, individuals.
And it's appropriate for the court to consider that. But at some point, I think the court has to return to the purpose of these hearings, which is to expeditiously hear the evidence and then determine probable cause. And I want to point out to the court, Ms. Kirk has been very adept at holding press conferences at which she has revealed evidence. She has represented that the state is her attorney. She has access to all the evidence that the state has publicized and that the media and her own lawyer argues is already in the public domain. So they're perfectly free to go outside this courtroom under the court's protective order. They're free to go out and hold
Is we the
press
people of
conferences
communism?
and
No.
announce to the
But
world
collective liberty
outside
is.
the courtroom
Individual
what they
liberty
think the
is
evidence
premised
is.
on
They
the
have
idea that we have inalienable rights endowed to us by our
The
Creator,
court's
right?
role, I think at some point is
It's
to
opposite of
exercise
collective
control,
rights. Collective
move the
rights
case
are
forward,
what's called
especially when we have
negative
witness
liberty, right?
availability problems. And I'd
Or, I'm
ask the
sorry,
court
take that back. Not
whatever the
negative
court
liberty,
does,
collective
if
liberty.
you're gonna
Negative
allow
liberty is
revisiting or replaying of
what we
evidence for
have,
the sole
meaning
purpose
government can intrude on us because they do not
informing the
grant us the
world
rights.
or
Collective
Ms.
liberty is
Kirk or anybody
positive
else.
liberty,
Let the court
meaning
do it at the end of the
the
process,
government grants
and
you
not
the
at
rights
this
and
point
tells you
where
for the
we will
collective
be
good you
deprived
can
of our
have these
ability
things,
to
right?
call this
So we have
witness, because she has to be done
God-given
today.
liberty, which is individual liberty, right? Collective liberty is granted by the state. I prefer the state not telling me
because I don't want what you have to say.
I understand.
what
There's a lot
it is,
that you
right?
just said that's just not true.
I prefer individual liberty.
So let me put this in a spot
And what's
where we need to
endowed
be.
in our Declaration of Independence is individual liberty. We're granted by our Creator with unalienable rights. Collective liberty says the common good dictates what your rights are, what your liberties are, for the common good. And it's held by a group, not by, you know, look at positive liberty. If you want to go into the geopolitics of what it is, it's the freedom to achieve certain ends, right? Meaning those certain ends are usually a collective good, right? Equality of income, health insurance, education, equal access to things, right? It's collectivism, right? That's what it is. So they just throw the liberty on the collectivism to make it sound fancy, but it's no different from just regular collectivism. It is the same exact thing.
In which a father, a husband was assassinated.
Collective liberty is
So we ask you to please allow the family.
right.
to
It
view the video
prioritizes group rights over individual freedoms, leading to state control and tyranny. True liberty is exactly. I mean, base grok.
Anything further before
I mean, it sounds fancy. Don't get me wrong. It sounds fancy what they're saying, but yeah, look at the difference between negative liberty and positive liberty, because they used to teach us this back in the day, and it used to be in Blackstone's law book, or if you have a Blackstone's, the original editions. Liberty and freedom are actually two different definitions. Liberty is the non-interference from government. Typically, you have the liberty to do things. Freedom is you're free to do it, like you're granted the government, right? I don't know. Yeah, I'm definitely not for a collective liberty whatsoever. I will just say that I am a total. I'm probably so far about constitutionalism and all this shit that I actually don't consider myself a conservative in the sense that it's defined today, because today's conservatism is actually not conservatism. I'm of the ilk of like Barry Goldwater. That was a conservative. There's not many Barry Goldwaters out there. Yeah, total freedom is collectivism. You could call it total collective. It's all the same shit. You're just redefining it. Total freedom and anarchy, and where we are right now, well, total freedom is collectivism. You can't have an anarchy with collectivism. Collectivism.
Upper arm and shoulder, and they were both tearful today. After showing the
Well,
Discord chat
you're
logs,
talking
the
about
prosecution
what's called
also put
ordered
notes
liberty.
from Tyler
That's,
Robinson
go to John
on the
Locke.
screen. That's the handwritten
Yes.
note that's been discussed.
Classical
that Tyler Robinson
liberalism
left for
is
his
what
lover. A
what
reporter inside the
individual
courtroom says it was a
liberalism
very
is, or
lengthy,
individual
full-page
liberty
handwritten
is. Sorry,
note, Trace.
classical liberalism, like what George Washington. George Washington was a classical liberal.
Also got Donna Rotundo, criminal defense attorney, host of the Crime and
Like at all. I'm not going to play that one.
Investigators at the crime scene observed latent fingerprints and a palm print on a glass window.
But yeah, I'm for all individual liberty. You won't ever see me agreeing on.
Rooftop of the Low C Center at UVU. SBI fingerprint examiner Elisa Farmer examined images of these
let me
latent
see what this. I'm gonna just
fingerprints
type in.
and
Yeah,
the palm print.
collective
It
liberty
determined
too
only 3 of
often
the
masks
fingerprints,
coercion,
11B,
envy,
11C, and
bureaucratic
11D,
control dressed as
were of
compassionate
comparable
or
of
justice.
poor comparable value.
The founders knew
6
majorities
believed
could
Tyler
be
Robinson was the
tyrannical.
source
That's
of
why
any
they
of these
didn't
3
make the
latent prints.
Constitution
Ms.
appear
Farmer
democracy
reviewed other
or
prints on the
collective.
window and found that they did not have
Very
adequate
true.
value for comparison. Subsequent examinations of these
Well,
3
I mean, if you believe in collective liberty, you're going to obviously agree with Patriot Front because they're collectivists. Modern Republicans are not. We're individualists, right?
Glass window that you're talking about.
Yes, that is.
We're very much individualists. Individualists.
And that's the area where we see
Traditional
video of
trans
individual
children? There's no
drop
such thing as a traditional trans children. I don't think trans,
Wanna move on
or
to
I don't
another
think trans people are trans. They can't be trans
First, will
because
you describe
to say
what
someone that
that
could
area
trans, you're accepting the narrative that they're able to transition. There's just mentally
So
ill
when I
people.
arrived on scene, you have different steps. I believe there were maybe like five or six covered in grass.
Yeah, I don't believe in
when
any
when I
collectivism.
was
See, that's the
there,
difference between me and you.
there
So
were
you
personal
cannot be a
belongings
Republican and you
spread
can't be a
throughout.
conservative
There
if
was
you
a
believe
tent,
in collectivism.
towards
Collectivism
the
is
west end
is
of
the
that
exact
courtyard area,
opposite
as
of
well as some banners and
individual liberty.
some
Go
barriers
watch some Barry Goldwater stuff.
Was
You know,
that
as a matter of
area
fact,
processed for evidence as well.
you want to watch
Yes,
Barry
it was.
Goldwater? We'll watch
Was
Barry
there process
Goldwater.
that area?
That's my guy. I got to meet his son actually when I was running for office back in Arizona. And he goes on forever. I'm not going to play. He was actually a ham radio. He was into ham radio stuff. He broadcasted on his own. He had his own like radio station. Let's see if I can find civil rights. And he voted against the Civil Rights Act as well for his obvious reasons that, people, gave him shit. This is probably my favorite quote by him right here. Absolute favorite quote.
I would remind you that extremism in the defense of liberty is no vice.
That got him into a lot of trouble.
Let me remind you also that moderation in the pursuit of justice is no virtue.
That got him into a lot of trouble when he said that. Let's see. There's nothing. They're all pretty long, and I don't see... The shit he said was like, it's already happened.
That we have put so much power in the office of the presidency that someday the wrong man could come along. And I wouldn't be so concerned about whether he could use these powers to perpetuate himself in office, but how he would use these powers to destroy people that disagreed with him, to pile up voters where voters don't usually pile up. I think Johnson is fully aware of the powers that he has, and he certainly has used them and will use them. There's many ways that the average...
That's not the video I was looking for, but whatever. That is not the one. I thought it was. Versus the establishment. I'm not going to watch this whole thing, but...
The following specially recorded program is sponsored by the Goldwater for President Committee.
Barry Goldwater, who believes that progress and freedom of the individual go hand in hand.
We put our reliance upon freedom, upon the free enterprise system.
Capitalism.
We reject, therefore, the ideas of the economic planners
Gigabased.
that a group of people sitting in Washington
Yeah, we don't ban Wolf.
what the country is going to make, where it's to be made, the quality of the product, the price of the product, the wages to be paid, the profit to be made, etc., etc. We know that this system, which in simpler terms is called socialism, has never worked in the history of the earth and is not working today in countries where it's been tried. I've never seen so many frustrated people as we have around Washington. They're frustrated mostly because they haven't any faith in the American system. They've lost confidence in the Constitution. They've lost confidence in the fact that a strong nation has to be strong, has to show its strength, and has to let its enemies know what they're going to do.
Fuck around and find out.
Thank you very much.
That's what he's meaning.
Pleasure. I hope you make it.
Thank you very much.
Read your book, agreed with you long ago.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
How do you do?
Hi, how are you?
Barry Goldwater is campaigning the length and breadth of the country. He's traveling thousands of miles from one end of the land to the other. And whenever they can, his family,
You first,
Peggy
Joe.
and their 4 children, are joining in his campaign for votes. He's meeting the people face to face, and they're getting to know him and his family. Here's his younger daughter, Peggy, and his younger son, Mike. It's because he's a devoted family man that Barry Goldwater entered the presidential race. Because he believes so strongly in a free America. Because he's dedicated to preserving the peace for all American families. Wherever he goes, he speaks out, clearly and forcefully on the issues, answers questions, and explains exactly where he stands on domestic and foreign policy. Everywhere, the people are responding to him. They like his call for sanity in government, for fiscal responsibility.
I wish I
They
never
like his
sold my
call for a
Forerunner.
return to
Forerunner.
basic
It's the one that got away.
They've read his books and like his realistic approach to government, and they've responded with enthusiasm for this new and different kind of statesman, one who calls for courage and integrity in meeting problems. Barry Goldwater has been constantly on the go. It's a grueling schedule, and whenever he can, he catches a quick nap. Here with his daughter Peggy.
This is his. This is a campaign ad, by the way, so it's obviously a little fruity, but
Here he's in Exeter. Goldwater has found a wonderful reception in New Hampshire. He's found the people warm and friendly.
see if we can get to the part where he talks.
wife
Here's
has been
another part.
And everywhere, he is urging the voters to get out and vote. To vote for individual freedom on March the 10th.
I'm working so hard in your state, and why I attach so much importance to the vote on March the 10th, and why I urge you, along with Norris and Stewart and the others, to get out on that day and get your friends to the poll and make your vote count.
Barry Goldwater urges you to take a fresh look at American policy. At home,
All right, here he goes, kind of
To talk
talking at the end.
directly with all of you.
There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next President of the United States, Senator Barry Goldwater.
Good evening, my fellow Americans. This is the first opportunity I've had in this campaign to talk directly with all of you, and I certainly welcome it. And when I say I'm going to speak directly, I mean just that. Before this half hour is over, you will know exactly where I stand regarding the most important problem in the world today, and that problem is peace. Peace for you and your children, and peace in a world in which free people and free nations can live the kind of lives they choose for themselves. This is the matter upon which everything else depends. Everything we care about, our material possessions, our hopes and our dreams, our families and their good futures. And this is the matter about which no one who seeks leadership and an office of public trust can remain silent. We must speak about peace and about the threat of war, about the requirements of keeping the peace, and about the sure road to war, the way of weakness and indecision and appeasement. No man who refuses, as my opponent refuses, to speak plainly of these things, who refuses to debate or discuss the facts of the real world, no such man deserves the confidence of the American people. No such man has fulfilled the responsibilities of public trust, and no such man has earned the privilege of American leadership. Now, you have probably heard many things said about me by men who fear that you can't be trusted with the truth.
With
by
the
men
truth.
who dare not debate the issues so that you may know the truth. You may have heard it said that I am impulsive, imprudent.
It's kind of true.
That I'm a trigger-happy man.
Oh, he is.
You deserve an answer. If you've heard any such things said or rumored or insinuated about me, I'm here tonight to give you an opportunity to form your own opinion. In forming your opinion, I think you should bear in mind that
yes, the
for
John Birch
political
Society.
purposes, a deliberate
I've been following the John Birch
and
Society
is
for a
being
very
waged to
long
create
time.
Such an image of me. Before this evening visit,
For a very
is
long
through,
time.
I hope you'll be convinced beyond the shadow of a
Probably
doubt
the only
that
group
my every deed, my every prayer
that I
will
truly
have one
follow.
goal in mind, and that goal is peace. Peace for you, for your children and their children. Peace with honor and justice.
Donald Trump's
Lasting,
father,
permanent
Fred
peace,
Trump, was a John
which is
Bircher.
simply
A lot of
another
people
way
don't
of
know that.
saying the very same thing. This is my goal, my prayer, and my pledge to you. Now, it is perfectly true that much of my comment as I toured this country during the primaries and during the last few weeks of campaigning, much that I have been saying has been concerned with
Fred
the state
Trump
of our
was not
armed
in the
forces,
KKK. That's already
our
been
missile
proven as a
program,
myth.
our whole defense posture. I don't apologize
He
for
was
this.
allegedly arrested
I
in the
insist
30s,
upon
right?
it. How can I talk about peace?
Yeah, they were portrayed
How
by
can
the
any
communists as
responsible
being
American
super
speak of
radical.
peace unless it is related
They
to
had a
our
few
ability
people that are
to
kind
take
of
care
radical,
ourselves,
if you will, and
to
those few
defend our
spoiled it.
security and our sovereign independence in a world torn by conflict. If I talk about these things, it's because I must. I'm obliged to talk about them because of the failures in the pursuit of peace which characterized the administration of Lyndon Baines Johnson. Now I ask you to consider with me some of the problems we face here and now in this real world. Just think about them for a moment. Tonight, an American boy may die at the hands of the enemy in Vietnam, the communist enemy. Tonight, a human life may be lost as someone in desperate search for freedom
6 Toyotas,
scrambles over the
damn.
Berlin Wall, that wall of shame which communists built, while this administration obligingly looked the other way. Tonight, a bearded and arrogant dictator sits 90 miles from Key West and counts his missiles supplied by the
This is in 64, mind
he
you.
sits safe and secure
So this is in the
because
heat
this
of the
administration
Cold War.
bungled at the Bay of Pigs and failed so miserably to follow through after the missile showdown. Tonight, in many parts of the world, the masters and the puppets of communist imperialism sit and plan our destruction and work actively to bring it to pass.
Yes,
If
the
we're to talk
dictatorship
about
of the
peace,
proletariat,
we must talk
right?
about these things. We must talk about threats to the peace and about the only real source of these threats.
Yeah, a lot of people that are Marxist socialists don't understand that. They don't follow it. They're like, socialism, communism are different. Yeah, they are. But socialists are the useful idiots that the communists use to bring about communism.
Directly from you. You know, even if my opponent doesn't, that this nation and the entire world risk war in our time unless free men remain strong enough to safeguard the peace.
Amen, brother.
Winston Churchill once sounded this warning and was ignored and maligned. And you know, as men who love freedom always have known, that only the strong can remain free. As recently as 4 years ago, we had
1959.
national leadership that knew these things and acted upon them. And under the Eisenhower administration, the watchword was peace through preparedness. But under the Johnson administration, it has become unilateral disarmament and the illusion of peace. Now we simply have
The
to set
illusion
record
of
straight.
peace.
I pledge to you tonight that
Pure
my
illusion.
presidency will be dedicated to securing a lasting peace and to preserving it The Republican Party is the party
China
of
is
peace.
socialism with Chinese
we understand the
characteristics.
requirements of
That's what
peace,
how they
and
define their
because
own
we
order.
understand
But they
the
are a
enemy.
communist country.
We know he'll run risks, take advantage, push and prod for openings the minute he spots a weakness.
Yep.
We have
exactly.
all in our personal
Focus.
lives.
Exactly.
You and I and our children.
There's not a
He's
single
the
country where
schoolyard
it's
bully.
actually worked. Hey, Ed,
Our
not Ed.
sworn enemy
Ed.
in every basic way.
Joe,
is just like the neighborhood tough guy.
Anglo-Ganian's
Let him push you
live streaming
around,
right now, and your girl's
and
in there.
eventually you'll have to
Snooks.
fight.
She said she's gonna
Just stand
bring the
up to him,
whoop
though.
out.
Just
What up,
draw the line on his
Lalo?
aggressions
Where were you yesterday,
and see
bro?
what happens.
We're all worried about you,
He'll
bro.
back down, and there'll
It's
be
going down,
no
Lalo.
fight. Now,
Poor
we've seen
Mega.
it happen this way again and again.
Lalo in the
You know
house.
this from your own experience, and you know this from the plain record of every American administration. That has the
Another
nerve and the
gang.
will
They're no
and the
different than the
strength
Crips and
to
Bloods,
draw
yeah.
a line on communist imperialism. This lesson was clear in the Truman Doctrine, which preserved both peace and freedom in Greece and Turkey. And it was clear time and time again.
Lalo
in the
is
peace through
famous,
strength
yes.
doctrine of the
We shall
Eisenhower
play
years.
Lalo's song
But this administration,
here shortly.
the Johnson-McNamara
Let a little of this
administration
play.
is
I
letting
don't
the
think I'm going
peace
to play the
slip
whole
away
thing, but
once
we are going
again,
to play Lalo
as
is
it has
famous.
slipped away 3 times
Lalo's song.
since 1917.
Since he's
They would
here.
rather pretend that there are no threats to peace in the world today. And I pointed out when I opened this campaign in my own home state
Lalo's here.
that the
Have to
present
play his
administration
song.
does not understand the nature of the threats to world peace. It doesn't understand the nature of the conflict which has been imposed on the entire world. And my opponent in this presidential campaign.
All right, Lalo.
proved
You have
I
a
was
song,
right in
bro.
his
You realize you
acceptance
have a song,
speech at
Lalo.
coronation
We're going
ceremony
to
in
play
Atlantic
your
City
song.
several
It's
weeks
called
ago.
Lalo is
He
famous.
never
Well, it's
even
called
mentioned
Lalo, but
communism. The fact
Lalo is famous
communism
is the name of your
the
song.
only real
All right?
threat to
I'm going to
peace.
play it.
And my opponent
I'm
ignored
going to turn the sound.
He ignored the only
I'm
truly
going to
dangerous
pause this.
situations in the
We're going to take a small break because we don't know if Lalo's going to get deported or not in midstream. So it's important he's here. When I see Lalo in the chat again, we'll play his song. So let's see it, Lalo. When I know you're in the chat, I know you said hello and some other shit. You might have dipped out, had to go smoke a joint or something. But I got it queued up when Lalo's ready. When he does his usual. So I'm gonna keep playing this until we know Lalo is 100%
as he
in the
painted
chat.
his rosy picture of a dream world that never was.
Because he might just be
and
getting
if his
home,
policies
kicked
are
off the
continued,
shoes.
A world that will never be.
Oh, Lalo's here. Okay, Lalo's here. All right, Lalo's got his shoes off. He's ready for a song. Let's go. So this is, let me turn it up. Gotta play it loud. More American than Trump. All right, Lalo's in the house. We know he's here because he's talking. There we go, Lalo. All right, we're all the way up. We got the mic up. We got the, let's make sure we got that music up for Lalo. We got that capture all the way up. It's going to be loud. Hopefully it's not loud in the ears, but here we go, guys.
Lalo is famous, 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 famous. Lalo is famous, famous, famous. Lalo is famous. This chat ain't nothing. How many Big Maps can Trump eat in an hour is something? Lalo is hip-hop, break, scratch. I ruled all your famous leadership. Lalo is hip-hop, scratch. Break, 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 break. Lalo drools. Our leadership is famous. Lalo was right about everything. Lalo's got the e-scooter, got the white walls, scratch turntables. Hip-hop is so last season. Lalo, you mean mariachi? Scratch. Scratch went with it. Why are you so white? I'm a DE. I hire only white in watch. Say what? Lalo break dancers. Lalo is blue. I am blessed a black. Lalo fang fang swallow. That's a first. What color MAGA? Blue, blue, blue. MAGA every color. Lalo is famous. Lalo is famous. Lalo is famous. Lalo owns MAGA. Lalo is famous. Lalo is famous. Lalo is famous. Go Trump, go Trump, go Trump. Lalo showed Michael how to moonwalk. Lalo. Breakdance is not the same thing as breaking and entering. Hip-hop, bebop, don't stop. No, don't stop. Lalo talk to me, situation in Bakersfield, ask away. Robbie. What? Smack. Hey, Lalo, California. Can't debate. Maga can. Trump is your man. No need to debate. Lalo, nothing in the brain except insanity. Lalo owns Maga. Lalo. Marcia. Lalo is famous. Lalo is famous. Lalo is famous. Lalo owns Maga. Lalo is famous. Lalo is famous. Lalo is famous. Go Trump. Lalo has more power now. Breaking loud. What's your favorite animal? Drulio. Menane is Pop's day. I own one pair of khakis. Trump's crisscross pants. Caliber feeds red states.
There it is, Lalo. Just for you, bro. Right there. Just for Lalo. And you got another one.
Putting on Patriot Chit Show.
Lalo's got 2 songs, guys. Who do you know has 2 songs?
Cindy Lou, Rick Wolf and Darla too. Heavy hook, y'all okay in my book. It's all about the good vibes. White walls and e-bike rides. Feel free to speak your mind. No spam of any kind. No hate, no drama. Speak English, it's America. Hey, what's up, Kamala? Unfiltered, doesn't police chat speech, but get on his nerves. A timeout is within his reach. As the show grinds on, enters the star of night. To our shock and delight.
And this is Cool Propagation. Made all these songs. These 2 songs.
Deport. Why are you running, Lalo? Come here, Chala. Hey. Lalo. Hey. Lalo. What's up, Lalo? He's an invader, maga and trumpeter. English not too good debater. Lalo is a line cutter, a border jumper. Very soon he'll be a loving trumper. Go Trump. Go President Trump. Hey, Lalo is blue maga. Lalo is brown maga. We love maga. Oh no. Lalo for president of Skid Row. AOC and Lalo 2028. Maga will hate. Thumbs up, it's a fact. Scientifically gets rid of the parasites. Process is funky. Cigar junkie, get down, get funky like Rick James is a super freaky you'll puffing his draw, unfiltered and raw. Can identify the troublemakers at a protest. Socialist, Marxist, communist, Antifa, agitators, ICE detention facility. When will they wise up and stay away? The game is on again. Playing stupid games on the rise. Don't you know by now you won't win a prize? Houston, we have a problem with ICE. Be nice to ICE, sticky trap when you roll the dice. Pull a gun on federal agents. Wrong thing to do, God bless his soul. Coming the right way, not a game to resent. Nobody wins. Breaking into countries, it is against the law. Deport. Swinging the American flag. Cigar puffing, puff drag. Pick up some DEI swag and legal.
Have a good night, Focus.
Enters the star of nights. To our shock and delight. Chola in it is a brown swan. You too Mexican. Illegal. Alien. Deport. Good to know, Lalo.
There it is. Lalo is famous. He's got songs, bro. I don't know anybody else that has songs.
He ignored communism in the real world.
Let me
But
turn
I
this down.
dare
That's
not.
probably yelling.
I'm afraid to ignore the communist threat to freedom.
There you go, Lalo.
And I know you share my
2
fears,
songs.
as you share my hopes for a better future. Now mark this well.
Custom builds or builds in the
I don't
works.
intend to be a wartime president.
Those were
intend to see
Skeeter
peace
one
and
up.
freedom
Those were
stolen from
pretty
this
good.
nation and this world.
Yes.
Because we lack will
They were good.
or weapons or
I might actually put the Lalo song in the outro or some shit like that or something. I actually might do for super chats with the permission of Cool. Splice out part of that song and put it like for something, you know, like something that pops up, right?
Talk about the real world.
That shit would be funny.
The charge of warmonger has been leveled at me.
That would
Now,
be
I suspect
freaking
the same
funny.
charge was made about those who dared speak of bows and arrows and of gunpowder simply as new factors in the fundamental relations between men and between nations.
But there you go, Lalo.
Now the factors may
Yes,
change,
on Rumble, I need
but the
100
principles
followers to get to their
If I now
access to
speak
their
yet newer
creator
factors in
program.
these
Let's. Oh, we got to
relations and in the
31
power
today.
equation between the forces
That
of
is
freedom
nice.
and of tyranny. It's for one reason
I keep
only.
forgetting about you over there,
I
Sharp
simply
Talon.
do not wish to see our
No, I
nation
haven't. I just have
so weak
had kick
and so
up.
disarmed that we can be
Gets the
insulted
front row seat
and
on the
eventually
special
attacked
bus.
and have but one awful choice.
Make
Either
it go
surrender
viral.
or nuclear holocaust. If our role is to be
We're gonna have to
guardian
sock
of peace
check you, Lalo.
and
You're
leader
gonna have to
of the
send
free
us a
world,
video of you on
then to fulfill that great role,
your
we must
e-bike,
be
bro.
strong,
The white
and
walls,
we must remain
spinning, smoking a
strong.
joint
And this is the whole point of all that
on
I've
Venice
been
Beach,
saying,
bro.
and all that I've been writing.
Yeah, I need
in all
100.
my
All right, I'm
campaigning
at
throughout the years.
31.
We can only keep the peace if we are strong. Strong economically,
From a long time
strong
ago.
militarily, and above all, strong spiritually.
Look that up and
We can
stream
only
that.
keep the
There is a
peace if we
video
are
with
prepared for
KGB
the
agent
aggressor.
from a long
whatever
time
corner of
back.
the
We
world he
should
may
look
appear.
that up, stream that
The
sometime.
administration thesis,
What are you
however,
referring
seems
to?
to be that
I'm
we should
always
cut back
interested,
on
especially
military
older
strength
shit like this. I don't
that
mind.
may be provocative. Now, what a terrible
No
gamble
need
this
for
is with the
viral.
lives of
Lalo
every
is already
free man,
famous.
woman, and child.
It's
just
hard to
here
hate
in our
you.
own country, but
By the
everywhere
time
in
you're
the
done,
world.
Lalo, you'll be
These
voting
are
for
the
Trump.
reckless men.
By the time
These
we're
are the
done
imprudent
brainwashing
men
you,
and impulsive men. These
you'll
are
be
the
smoking that joint and say,
irresponsible men.
yeah, those boys are
And
right.
these are the
They
men,
made a song for me.
These leaders of the Johnson administration.
Plus,
who
we
are
drink
risking
good
war.
alcohol.
War
Or good
through
whiskey.
weakness.
Sorry, we don't drink alcohol. It's just whiskey.
Now ask yourselves this very night, how and
Lalo
where we are
probably
maintaining
does
peace in the world.
like a bowl of
Peace with
ceviche with like
Is
maybe
it
a
in
Corona,
Vietnam?
a little bit of
Along the Berlin
limon,
Wall?
a little
Is
bit
it
of
in
salt.
Where is our honor in all these battlegrounds of freedom?
Is it
Where
racist
is
to notice
true
that the
and
white
lasting
replacement theory is happening?
Now,
Well, there's no
Republicans
need
have
to
proved that they
realize it
understand
or
these
talk
things.
about it. It's already here because the
Republican
white
performances in
people
the
are
White
actually a
House
minority in the
and in
world.
the Congress have demonstrated it. Think
Yeah,
back
white
again
Mexican.
to the crisis in Lebanon a few
Mi
short
español
years ago.
es mal.
Recall the swift and resolute action taken by President Dwight Eisenhower. Recall his action when a crisis developed in the Formosa Straits, when the communists threatened Berlin. The Eisenhower Dulles policy was based on firm purpose and unshakable dedication to the cause of freedom. And this purpose and dedication were made clear beyond question to friend and foe alike. There is just no room for argument. Whenever the schoolyard bully meets
The
someone who
schoolyard
stands up,
bully.
whenever he realizes he is up against someone who will meet toughness with toughness, or better yet, will meet arrogance and tyranny with
Yeah,
confidence
mi
and
español
deep
es
faith
mal.
and resolute
Soy de
will,
Arizona,
then
todos
that bully
hablan
will back
español.
Now, these are basic truths. These are common sense lessons drawn from all human experience and from all the political wisdom we have so painfully acquired during the years of our history as a great and proud nation. This is our heritage, and this is our obligation.
For
to the record of
swag,
freedom
yeah.
And to
Yeah, I got
ourselves.
those 250 years of freedom shirts.
In
I
our
got
hearts,
some
yours
left.
and
We'll
mine,
say
my
I'm going to
fellow
be giving
Americans,
Put it this way, I'm going to be giving those pretty much away for just the cost of shipping here soon, actually, guys. Probably a couple dollars on top of it, right?
About the nature of war and peace.
I'll be doing that real soon. I just got to put together the code and everything, but I'll do like the cost of... I'm going to make them really cheap,
Like
we'll
many of
say.
you have seen war. I know its ravages, its horror, and its destruction. And I want no part of war. For me, or my family, for my children and their families, for you and yours. This is, and will continue to be, my major goal, peace. If my opponents choose to misconstrue my words and my concerns,
Which they did,
for their
and they
own
will.
short-range political gain, then so be it.
They
I
did.
willingly run the risk because the truth, this nation and its people, Western civilization itself, these things are far more important and of infinitely more value than the political fortune of any one man seeking high office. Many years ago, Winston Churchill concluded his address
Use it anytime.
to the
All right.
people
Yeah, I'll
of
probably
the
do a little
United
clip
States
of part of
on the
it.
defense of freedom and peace with these words, and I want to quote them to you now. The date, if you remember it, was October the 16th.
All right, that actually I think I've seen the Yuri
and I read what Winston
interview.
Churchill said.
I'll write it
Is this a call
down.
to
Maybe
war?
run it
Does
next
anyone
time I
pretend
stream.
that preparation for
I'm not gonna be
resistance
streaming
to
much
aggression is unleashing
too late
war?
this evening.
I
I'll actually
declare
be
to
ending
the
the stream
sole
soon.
guarantee of peace. We need the
But I'll write
swift
that down
gathering of
because
forces to confound not only military,
if I
but
recall, it's a
moral
pretty
aggression.
badass interview.
The resolute and sober acceptance of
been
their
many
duty
years.
by the English-speaking peoples and by all
The
the nations,
Yuri, that
great
for
and
some reason
small,
rings a
who
bell.
wish to walk with them. Their faithful
1984.
and zealous comradeship would almost between night and morning
Yeah, I'll
clear the
definitely
path of
run that
progress
because that's probably
and
interesting.
banish from all our lives the fear which already darkens the sunlight to hundreds of millions of men.
I'm over here looking at it.
So
I'm like, what
spoke
the hell? Who
Winston
the hell is
Churchill.
this person? Wrong channel.
My fellow Americans, let me conclude this evening's visit with a final thought that I commend to your consideration. The motto on our coins affirms our belief in and our ultimate dependence upon the Creator. I'm
Amen,
proud
brother.
to affirm my faith, which I know you share with me. I say proudly and with deep conviction, in God we trust, and with His blessing, you and I together can and will prevail to ensure that peace, with freedom and honor and justice, is secured to us and to our posterity. Thank you and good night.
He kills it. Barry Goldwater kills it. I've actually never seen that particular speech, but he kills it every time. Barry Goldwater is probably my favorite politician. You know, obviously not around, but either way. But yeah, so today, guys, did a little bit of the recap on the shit going down with the Charlie Kirk soon-to-be trial. Tomorrow is the last day of the preliminary hearing for the pre-trial. I don't know when the trial will start or what the intent is there, but I'm assuming it will start soon thereafter in general. And then I'll probably stream sometime tomorrow. I'm really busy tomorrow, but either way, I appreciate everybody being here with me today. I'm going to end the stream here right now, actually. I'm going to raid Angry Organian, or Orgonian, sorry. He hates when I say it wrong. But I appreciate everybody being here with me. Tune in tomorrow. I usually stream 8 o'clock when I stream, so turn on the notification, all that good shit. And everybody, if you're still here from Tommy's chat, I appreciate you guys coming over and all that good shit. Again, appreciate every one of you being here. Robbie, everybody, Coaster, everybody that's been chilling, and Talon over there on Rumble, and everybody else watching. And appreciate the chat as well, Wolfen. The discussion's always mindful. I don't care if we disagree. I still respect you. Either way, appreciate you guys. Let's do this again next time. Again, appreciate you guys. Have a great night, everybody. Let's go.
Unfiltered. Ain't wrong. Turn it up. Let it talk.
Oh, and don't forget about Lalo. Appreciate you being here, Lalo. I didn't forget about you, bro.